There we go.
Look, I thought that was just to have us get on. Not,
no.
I assume no.
No, I was doing a straight jump in.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Hello.
Oh
and
my god.
I was about to panic because my actual
never
name's
got
up there, so let me just change that quickly.
No, not your actual
This
name.
stream is a well-oiled machine. We have always done it perfectly.
Yes,
Always.
exactly.
Totally.
Yep, every time, always perfect.
Every time.
I never make a mistake. I merely fail to do the correct thing.
Happy accidents.
Yes,
There,
exactly.
we go with the Bob Ross school. It's
We
a happy
do.
little accident.
Bob Ross. So, it is wonderful to see you all back again. This has been quite a while in the making now. But, at long last, we have returned. I reckon we're... Do you know what, actually? I'm going to want a summary of last session. And I'm feeling mean. So I'm going to...
not here.
I'm going to look for a volunteer, Casey.
Oh, Casey, go.
I have to admit, my notes are a mess, so I don't know where the previous session ended and the next one began. So can someone just tell me where we started and I can go from there?
We started at Bola's portal. Us three, Alos, and well, it was Ewan then. Ewan, Bola, and Alos. Why can't I say your name today?
Alos, either word.
Are at Bola's portal when she asked our dear LaCroix. She needs to see what she needs to go see what she needs to know in order to.
Based on what I remember from this, because it was a while ago, you got taken back through and saw bitch that's inside of Wayne's chest, whose name I have never been able to remember, so she is just ghosty bitch.
Asana.
She's bitch face McGee. Gosh.
She is bitch.
Asana.
You went back and were, rather than I've frozen. No, I haven't. Rather than everyone else who saw parts of their own past, you were watching Asana's past as she was traveling with a couple others in search of something, started off raiding a ship that belonged to the Oracle, all in search of some artifact or power. There was then a bit of a time jump to where she was in a laboratory with the same person that she'd been traveling with before, talking about looking for the corruption. I'm sorry, this session's been so long, I'm jumping. Consumption.
You're doing fine. You're doing great.
You're doing amazing.
Yes, the consumption.
Like this, with the people that she had been traveling with, one such was an orc who previously had been shown to have a romantic connection with Asana. She then brutally murdered, having gotten from him what she needed. Throughout this memory, Bulla also saw various points of saying, this is what you need, written on the wall, as pointing you, this is the information, this is what is needed. I just to be honest, I don't have notes on exactly what it was, because I tend to take notes purely from my character's perspective, so
I can tell you what it was.
If you can cover the Bulla stuff, that would be great.
I can tell you what it was. Basically, Asana, what it looked like. I don't know necessarily if this was it, but we found, in Bola's body, Bola was in the half-orc's body, Asana's lover at that point. We found what seemed to be, from what I can understand, and what my character can understand, is probably the root source of the consumption that was in this cube kind of futuristic kind of thing that was just locked in there for no one even knows how long. And it was this very pale humanoid person that everyone kind of seemed to be a little bit scared of, except for the I believe it was like an old fairy that was there. They seemed to know each other. Asana,
ancient Sylvan, if I remember.
Yes, something. It sounded like whistles. That's all I remember. Sound like whistles. And Asana asked the half orc Bola to do the thing. Basically, what she did, to hold this humanoid that had the consumption in them down, and her lover, her actual lover, Archibald.
Oh, the mage,
Archibald.
yeah.
Yes, Archibald was there, which, if you guys remember, if you've been following us for a while, Archibald is someone that Merrick killed from the first season. And this is the big secret he was holding from us in the very first season when we first met. And Archibald took this very ornate looking ritual knife and said this ritual and opened up this humanoid that had the consumption inside them. And if you want to know a little bit more details of how to do that and all that kind of stuff, it's the previous video. And basically opened up this person and just split what seemed like their souls that looked like the consumption and the humanoid soul was coexisting inside this vessel. And unfortunately, well, I don't know if it's unfortunately, it actually probably is unfortunately, the consumption soul got away.
Maybe me. Time is a
And-
weird soup. We don't know when this stuff happened and when I got
Right.
it. Time is
I
weird.
feel like our game is the definition of time is a weird soup about now.
All
Yeah.
Bola knows that this was before we set the nuke off.
I hate to point
That's
it
all
out,
we know.
but our DM is a Doctor Who nerd, so ultimately timey-wimey is fucky wucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Um,
wibbly wobbly timey wimey thing. It's
Yeah,
Yeah, we
it
know.
works.
We know somehow we got from a fairy being split open to me existing.
Yeah. Also, it's important to
No,
note
that makes sense. You're a
Asana
fairy and you want to be split
and
open.
Archibald are not very happy that the consumption got away.
Ooh, okay.
Meanwhile, on the other side, after banishing themselves from Arcadia, Salva and Sarlise ended up back in the ruins of Winimere in
look,
a very
I didn't
destroyed
banish
place.
myself. This
After
was not
being
willing.
banished by Salva.
As
Ended up back in the
Salvar,
ruins
important
of
distinction.
Winimere. I believe Sarlise got there about an hour beforehand and was found by a nymph in a cottage and looked after in an injured state. Salvar then, somewhere between 10 minutes and an hour later, put his time, also appeared in roughly the same location, and after some streams of pain from a healing Sarlise, they managed to reunite and are currently together in this nymph's cottage in the middle of a destroyed Winimere. I feel like I'm missing something important that happened there. As said, I have notes from Aelis'
we have
point
an
of view
ally
about
with us.
what- Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's nicely
pretty good,
covered.
though.
That is
So just-
amazing.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So Zach, good luck DM in 2 games.
Thankfully, let's get
Yeah.
to that.
So good thing you picked the person with eidetic memory.
I know, right? I know. Starting
Yeah.
off.
So I have notes from Aelis'
Oh, that
perspective.
helps
Aelis was not in the same realm as anyone during that session, so it was fun.
I need to quickly change up the tunes.
Oh no.
Oh, lovely.
I know.
We'll now be listening to the Doom soundtrack.
No.
The 8-bit version or the newer one?
I was thinking
Yes.
Doom 2016 boss fight.
Doom Eternal, yeah, that's it, yeah.
Oh dear, the temptation. Nope. Nope.
Rip and tear till it's done, Rob.
Also, apparently apparently that's not copyright. So
What is it?
Let's not talk about rip and tear right now, because my niece.
Okay, we'll just avoid it. So, we open up in Ash, Bulla, Alos, and Wayne. Each of you remembers the portal being shoved over the top of them.
Yep.
I'm not entirely sure what's happened here. You've all woken up in near perfect unison, like flat on your back, straight as an arrow, about 2 feet deep in ash, as though you were just dropped into the ash. Cold ash, none in the air. This ash has formed a layer on the ground, and you reckon you've probably compressed yourself down into it. There's no ash
it's like
in the
falling
air.
into snow powder, basically.
Yeah, you've fallen into snow powder, but it's ash, not snow. And the sky above is almost entirely clear, but it is really quiet. There's almost no ambient sound around you. What's your first reactions?
Bola just kind of looks around, and is this kind of the same silence that kind of happened after the infamous nuke was set off? Yep. Bola just goes, shit.
I take it that you know this place?
By the looks of it, we're home.
Oh, you're home.
Well, yeah, kind of.
What's left of it?
As you have a look around... Okay, Sorry, I'm thinking now, I have to get it right. I'm going to say Alos.
Yeah.
Perception check with disadvantage, and I'll explain the reason why, other than that you roll ridiculously well.
That's fair. And I'd also say, because I'd probably be taking just a lot of it, I'm taking it in for the first time, so it's just a lot of information, because...
Yeah, it's
with that is a 21 with disadvantage.
Pretty good. No, so you're going to discover the reason why you're rolling at disadvantage. You're rolling at disadvantage because there's just fucking nothing. There are no landmarks. There is nothing to point out. You find yourself almost going snowblind, just looking out at what looks like a sheet of ash in every direction, going for at least the next 15 miles in each direction you can see. I will say you do spot something, though.
Yeah.
Directly to your south. It's small, but you've tracked you've tracked before with the sisters. You're pretty sure that it's a smokestack. It's barely perceptible, and you're hoping that you haven't gone snowblind, and that's why you can see one. But you're sure you can see just this little sliver pillar. Looks due sort of 9-10 miles due south.
As I'm just taking it in and like focusing on that, just when you lot said that you blew up Winimere, you weren't joking.
To be fair, I actually didn't participate in the blowing up.
Oh my god. You just have to hold on to that, don't you?
Well, yes, I lost all of my emotions, so I have to hold on to something.
Welcome back, Wayne. Bola is going to just...
Back, but that would be a lie.
She'll just nod at Wayne, and actually, Bola's going to kind of inspect the ash under her, just kind of like trying to feel it to see, like, it's like just newly fallen for a couple days, if it's packed in, like, you know.
Cool, survival check. I'm gonna go with here.
Will.
Yeah.
Bola is proficient in survival. I bet you guys didn't know that.
I didn't know that, but that tracks. That is. That's good.
Okay. Even though she's proficient, I guess she's a little shooketh. That's 13.
It's definitely been here like a while. Like you're moving it around, and some of it has kind of clumped. Like there's, where it's gone a bit wet. You're kind of still dealing with the whole "I went to another dimension" thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you're there. You're like, kind of old.
Kind of old. She'll be thankful for that, though. She'll be like, okay. At least it didn't just happen.
True enough. Also, while Bula's doing that, I will just sit down and use my primeval awareness, just from what I've been told about the undead in this place, and then the Dryads that we met, just to see if there's any Fey, Fiends, or Undead anywhere within a mile of us. Which I realize is not a large amount of what there is, but just in the immediate vicinity, if there's anything hiding in the ash.
Okay.
Why?
Give me a second.
The fact that the answer is not there's nothing is immediately scary.
Well, I mean, okay, if the ash is kind of old, like kind of old could mean like a week or two, or it could mean like a couple months. So,
but the undead can also be ambush predators where they just lie down and wait.
right.
That's
look
why I'm
around
checking.
you and spot dozens upon dozens of entirely dormant undead buried under the ash, and around them the bodies of creatures that were undead. Some, you are sure, have been eliminated. Others, it's a bit iffy. You just get the stench of undeath. It's even in the air everywhere. It clouds your judgment, your very thoughts. As you switch this spell on, it genuinely becomes a bit overpowering while the spell is active.
Oh, lovely. As for reasons, with the amount of... Well, it's sickening, really, the amount of undeath in this area, and I can't tell if that's just lingering after months or if it's brand new, but keep an eye out, because there's something in the ground, and I don't know if it's a threat or not.
Well, yeah. Thinking back, she's trying to like shuffle her thoughts together, do the whole time thing, and she's just like the meme again with the...
And we get to play the minigame. So, you have all of these creatures in your surroundings. What do you want to do next? Which direction do you want to head? Do you want to get moving? Do you want to camp down? Have you got any plans?
I will point out the smokestack.
Let's point out the smokestack, and there's literally nothing else. And there's literally nothing else around us, right? Like no, we just are.
Not far as I can see.
I'll say the only thing that you can vaguely get is that to the north, there's either a couple of unusually high mounds of ash or some hills.
Wow. Okay.
That is about as much as you're going to get, really. It is very much like being on a glacier sheet.
Sweet. Cool. Just Bola nodding at Ayla saying there's a smokestack, and just we'll grab her maul though, and we'll just have it while she's walking. She will turn on a divine sense as well, just to make sure she can see the undead within 60 feet of her as well.
Excellente.
Alos,
Yes.
do you have the ability to teleport?
I have a scroll to do it once. Why?
What's the power of the scroll? The spell, the spell teleport.
It's a...
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, it's yes, by the way, guys.
Okay. Got it.
Rather high-powered. 7th level teleportation spell scroll.
Got it.
Beyond that, I can jump about 30 feet.
I could take two of us 2,500 feet.
Please no. Can we just walk, please?
But sure. I mean, you have a 60-foot area of stuff, so there's no reason why we can't just skirt around.
I think we'll be fine, especially if the nuke has gone off. Should be dormant for a little bit.
Also, in case it matters for anything as we're going forward, undead are my favorite enemy. Priest of the Morgan.
Yeah.
Also, same thing with them all. Yeah. So it's just like we're.
Yeah, you brought them all, and then like my entire religion is anti-undead. So.
Yeah. I think we're good.
That is seriously
maybe.
cool.
Hopefully, we're good. So I would like to trek, if everyone agrees, to trek towards the slopes, but carefully, like not just like putting her full weight on her feet as she usually does, just kind of like kind of sneaky a little bit.
I will at 4th level position slot I have cast Pass Without a Trace on us as well as we're making our way forward.
Amazing.
Lovely. So how long does Pass Without a Trace last?
Let me pull it up. Pass Without a Trace.
An hour?
An hour.
An hour.
So I don't think it'll get the whole way there, but at least I know in the immediate vicinity there's stuff and I want to get us through that.
This is one of those moments where
And we won't leave tracks.
I would usually remember the trivia for this, but I don't. So I am going to very quickly just do some maths for...
What? How long does it take to walk 9 miles?
Mm-hmm.
If you walk in an average of 3 miles an hour, it'd take 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to work. I'm
average
trying to work that into the 30 feet of movement because I can't remember what the walk speed is for creatures in D&D because it's.
I do have 40 feet of movement, but I would have to be.
That's if we're basically running those. So if we're walking, if we just hit average speed, we don't want to alert anything anyway.
Correct.
It's
so,
half.
So it's going. We're looking at We're looking at a 3-hour journey. We're going to make that 4 hours, including any diversions you need to make to go around obstacles. You know.
Yep. I'll just have Pass Without a Trace for the first hour of that, just because that's what I know there's a threat, and I don't have too many spell slots left.
Excellent. I'd like all of you to roll me a luck check, and then that will determine important stuff for the minigame.
Good luck, guys.
Oh fuck.
And
that's a 91.
No, I'm glad we're in the cottage, Rob.
Same.
91.
Do you want to know? 91.
91.
75.
Oh!
Please, Lewis.
We're
7.
We're so good.
At least it's averaged out. Holy shit.
Okay.
So we've gone from.
So we need 2 new
high,
party
very low.
members.
Oh my god.
My name is Belos.
And it's my feet that are fucked up.
Hey, no stealing my thing. So we're gonna. I'm sorry, but Belos, that just killed me immediately.
At least I didn't fuck up my feet this time. It was just my knees.
Yeah. I actually have, though, for this game, I'm going to need Lissa and Rob.
What
Lissa
are we
and Rob,
doing?
I need your dice. So.
Context? When you say need, all right, we're rolling on behalf, right? Okay.
Yeah, you're doing some rolls for me, and these, I won't tell you what these rolls are.
Okay.
I won't tell you whether low or high is helpful. I won't tell you any information. All I want for each of you to do is 6 D20 rolls.
6 D20, okay.
6 rolls on a D20, flat.
Each of you?
What, each or
6 each.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Maybe y'all should write it down and put it in the messenger.
we could just do it up on D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, but I've got all these nice, pretty dice.
It'd be nice knowing your characters.
It is all right because again I'm writing them down and because I haven't told them which way is good. It's kind of hard to fudge them. So I'm not too bothered about like that. Like you can just roll them yourselves.
Right. Okay. So I've rolled my dice.
Okay.
Going from lowest to highest, we have a 2. Oh.
No. I want you to give them to me in a random order.
Oh. Okay.
Any order you like, just a random one.
Yep. 4.
Yep.
11.
Yep.
6.
Yep.
16.
Yep, and stop a second. I'm going to make sure it's random, and I'm going to go and take the rest
Wait,
of
is the line
Liz's.
underneath make it? Oh wait, that's a 9 then. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, the line underneath, that's where the bottom is.
Okay.
Okay.
What did I say to you?
Okay.
What did I just say to you? Because now I confused myself.
Oh, Lord.
16 last.
Okay, 16, 9, and 4, right? Or
9 and 4, got it. 9.
okay, so I'll take those away. So I
4.
don't.
Okay. Liza. In any old
10.
order. 10.
9.
Yep.
2.
Oh, ruined it. I was waiting for 8.
Damn it. I know, I was
just
waiting for
wait.
8 too. I was like,
3. 3. 19.
I'm so scared. I was hoping for like some middle numbers because we just
No.
don't know.
So, we got a whole bunch of numbers here. What they have just rolled for is for each hour of the journey for each person. It's a total of
Oh.
12 hours movement between all of you in cumulatively.
Ah.
Okay.
And
What
it's
did you
okay.
say for 3 dice?
Now, you guys are going to roll, and to make sure actually there, I'm actually going to change the order of the numbers, and then we're going to go down the
back.
line. And we're going to see if you
Right.
beat the check.
Oh, God.
But because I'm not going to tell you as well, I
okay.
won't specify whether low or high helps here.
Are we? Question: are we just rolling a d20 or are we rolling a check?
So, this check is a dexterity check.
Okay.
It's a series of dexterity checks. They are not
Check.
saving throws.
Okay.
They are bog standard dex checks.
So they're not.
I have a
stealth or-
question.
They're not
I
stealth.
do-
Go on.
Are these effects that I can see?
No, you can't because of the ash.
Oh my God.
I will throughout this because.
Which of you has a weapon of warning?
That's
Someone
Lissa.
has.
That's
Oh.
Um,
Lissa has a weapon of warning.
Victoria does have a weapon that like reacts whenever an undead is within 60 feet.
If you're talking about the Maul of Disruption, it doesn't.
Oh,
It doesn't
okay,
react.
It's just...
It just
I-
kills them good. That's
Yeah.
it.
I do have observant if that helps. That's where the
Okay.
massive passive perception comes from. I don't know if that. I will be guiding Vic throughout this, so you can have d4s to help.
Okay. Thank you.
Because I know that me and Wayne are both very depthsy, and you are not.
I am big strong woman.
Do you want us to
No, so,
I don't know if high or low is
all
good
roll
though.
together? Or do you want us to-
yeah.
I'm scared.
So, and that also does mean as well, I may or may not give you advantage or disadvantage, but I will clarify, because you don't know which one's better,
Yeah.
the advantage rules will still require you to go up, but I won't specify whether advantage or disadvantage is helpful in which direction.
Fuck.
So,
I don't like this. Okay, so how many are we rolling?
9, hold on. You're going
Okay.
to roll them one at a time.
Okay.
Am I still holding on to these extra D3D20s, Zach? Or...
Wait, did you not
you
give
told-
me all the numbers?
No, because you told me to stop at 3. And Lissa read out 6, and then
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I only gave you 3.
I thought you gave 6 total because you then correct.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
corrected one.
something
I
like-
corrected one dice. I thought there was 6 was a 9. So that, even then, how did that got to 12? I don't know.
I don't know then. We have numbers. I'm going
You
to
have
run with
numbers,
them.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
We have numbers.
So, I have now changed the order.
Oh god.
First up, I would like
I'm
the
ready.
first 2 rolls for Wayne, and Wayne gets advantage on both of these rolls.
Zach, by the way, you're a fine human being.
And I'm just adding my dex is just a dex check.
Yeah, just a dexterity
Okay.
check, yeah.
First one is a 19.
Okay.
Second one is a dirty 20.
Okay. Next up, I want the first 2 for Alos, please.
Okay. First one is a 13. Second is a 22.
Okay. The first 2 for Buller, please.
Okay.
Buller has disadvantage on both of these rolls.
But
Okay.
does have a
That's
D4.
fine. I have a D4, but we don't know if that's good or not. Okay.
We don't, but I'm.
You know,
yeah. Anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna do it anyway. So disadvantage on the first roll. Here we go. And okay, this is okay, right? Disadvantage plus a D4. Okay, so disadvantage, that's a 16 for the first roll.
I have to pause because I need to conclude this first roll. Rob, I need you to roll me another d20.
What did you roll, Vic, by the way?
I rolled a
12.
16.
Okay.
Okay. Continue
All right,
the
second roll. I hate you, Zach. Oh my God, really, Bola? That was a nat 20 and an 18 with
Ooh.
disadvantage. So that's a dirty 20 with the D4. A filthy,
dex?
filthy. Yeah. Oh no, not plus dex. That's a 22. Sorry, plus the
right.
dex.
So,
Okay. I don't know if that's good. We don't know if it's good. We don't know.
oh, the pain. So, oh, this is exciting. You know when you just look at something and it does everything that you're hoping it does.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Well, now
Oh,
I'm
no.
scared.
Because
now I'm really fucking scared.
Because now I can tell you of those 6 checks, only one of them passed.
What?
5 of those checks failed.
What?
The only person who passed any check was Wayne, who passed one of his checks. The other 2 of you failed twice. This is the point where I can now describe to you what happens. As you're moving your way through the field, both Buller and Alos, all 3 of you have grappled at least with one of the undead along the way. You see that these are highly emaciated, highly corroded and rotted, and are basically skeletons at this point. They're just skeletons with like a weird leathery skin paste on top. And
Juicy.
problem with that weird leathery paste about it is, fun fact about ash, it can actually preserve a lot of bacteria.
Peat bogs are a thing.
It's really good at preserving. It's why as well you can't go near a lot of burial sites in London from after the Great Fire, from before the Great Fire, due to Black Death, because the ash helps to keep the plague bacteria alive in those coffins. So if you open up and find one, you have to run away, otherwise you could catch the plague. But I've derailed myself. Fuck's sake.
Right, the ashes preserve them.
The ashes preserve them. Both
Hydrate.
Buller and Alos, you are now both infected.
Question.
Each
Zach,
of you will...
Zach.
Yeah?
Thanks to the Oracle's robes, I'm resistant to necrotic stuff. Does that help at all?
It does. It does. The robes are going to help here.
As a paladin, I do have a defense against disease as well.
Oh yeah,
I'm
no.
gonna say-
Are you immune to disease?
I think it's immune.
Yeah, you are.
Yes, I am immune
Bulla
to disease.
is fine. Okay, Alos
So
is
Morgan says,
infected.
"No!"
Close. Close.
Yeah, so I'm resistant to necrotic, psychic, and radiant through various different means. If that helps with this whatsoever.
So you are going
Meanwhile, we're
to
being
get the
attacked by
damage.
a bunch of 70-year-old women on a holiday in Ibiza.
Alright,
You have
continue, Zach.
resistance, and so you're going to halve all the damage you take from this. When your hit points hit 0, you die. That's it.
Cool.
You reanimate as an infected. Now,
Cool.
healing with this, I have had to change the rules of infection because the way that I ran it last time was broken as shit. And I bet, was it you, Lewis, or Dean, who pointed out to me the infinite life hack with a series of spells with it? Yeah.
Oh no, I think that was me, wasn't it? Because I was.
I think it was you who came up. Yeah, with the infinite life hack of constantly cheating the curse type thing.
Turn it off and on again.
Any healing that you receive, you are going to receive half of the hit points back from any healing that you are given. So it halves the
Okay.
effectiveness. Thankfully, in your case, you are also halving the amount of damage that's been put into you, so it's moderated a little.
So for me, it's kind of normal with healing versus damage, at least.
Yeah, basically, the infection's progressing normally for you. Well, no, it's progressing. It would still be slower because you have got the resistance, which is holding it back a bit.
Yeah.
So, I need you to take... And the luck check, by the way, decided how much damage you took per hour.
Oh,
Oh,
so I'm
God.
taking a lot.
Oh fuck! No!
Goodness, no,
Oh no! I'm tired of Casey's characters fucking dying.
Wait, no.
And
You rolled
Oh, no.
a
I
91.
do have a bunch of health. I built to be a tank. Pardon? Yes, I rolled a 91.
Yes.
I thought you just said I took 91 damage and I was about to shit myself.
Oh. No. So, I had a number that has been modified by what you rolled. I have timesed it by 1.2
Okay.
to represent that, which is... Fuck! I can do maths off the top of my head. Why is my brain being such a little fuckman? There we go. You are going to take 18 points of damage for the first hour.
Is that the halved amount or the total amount?
That's the halved amount.
Okay, that's fine.
And you're going to take... 12. Just 12 for the next hour.
Okay. I'm still good.
Excellent.
This is just the first hour. I'm fucking
That was the
stressed.
first two. That was
Okay, I'm
That's
stressed.
two.
Yeah, 2 more to go.
No.
So,
No.
now you know what's on the
Um,
line.
As I start getting damaged, can I please at 5th level cast Healing Spirit?
Yes, you may.
And
I don't like his face.
what everyone else
I don't
is
like Zach's
basically,
face.
a crow, like this celestial crow, just comes and sits on my shoulder and is going to boost out some healing. Do you want me to tell you the numbers of healing I'm getting each round?
No, because I'm going to round it up as this putting you back to full health.
I don't think I possibly could, because I'm at 56 out of 125.
Oh, yeah, no, you couldn't then.
Do you want me to just roll the full amount I'm getting and tell you what it would be?
Yeah, just give me the full amount. I also have
Okay,
forgotten as well to give Bulla the damage for her bites. I didn't give you the poison, but I
Right.
didn't give you any damage for the bites either. So,
Right, no,
I'm gonna
but
halve
infection doesn't apply.
But yeah,
me.
there's no. You're not
Okay.
infected, but you do take the damage because you are
Okay.
you are still being bitten by human teeth.
Right.
You know.
Right. Right.
So you're going to take 8 points of... Let's keep that as necrotic, yeah. And another 8. So 16
All right,
total.
16. Okay.
Wayne,
That's
you failed 1.
Fine.
And because of your luck, you aren't infected. But if you get bit again, you will be.
That just while you're on this, I rolled a bunch and halved all of it to heal a total of 35.
Cool.
So a 5th level
that
spell
one.
got me to just above where I started.
So, hour 3. And do you know what? I'm going to actually come 1-to-1. To add in a bit of variability, Liza, Rob, I need one more roll from each of you.
No.
D20.
I don't like this. My rolling.
Wait, correction. Since I'm not getting infected, does that mean I don't die if I hit 0?
Yeah, so yeah, you aren't... so the
Okay.
hitting 0 bit. You would go down, but the difference is the infected person just immediately reincarnates and turns into a creature.
Question.
Okay.
No. Yes, go on, sorry. What do you want?
If I was to say,
Sorry, no.
I know that I can't. No, it's sorry. I know that I can't teleport all 3 of us.
Mm-mm.
However, if I was to perform an action which would make it so that all 3 of us could move in that direction without touching the ground, say flying, would those d20s need rolling?
You would be able to stop a bunch of them, yeah, because these d20s are in response to the zombies that you keep walking past.
Okay, cool.
You're a cunt.
I would like to cast Polymorph on myself, and essentially my form would, well, all of the skin and musculature that I have / created disappears, and my skeleton expands and distends and gets really big to about like 18, 19, 20 feet tall. The skull elongates to a ridiculous level. The hands distend outwards so that they become kind of like bat-like, but there's just, nothing in between. And then all of the voids, i.e. the eyes in the ribcage between all of the, let's call them wingtips, get filled in with the green fire as I turn into an undead Quetzalcoatl.
Nice.
And I would like to wrap a talon around Bulla and wrap a talon around Alos and just...
I'd like to say,
motherfucker?
2 questions, or 2 things then. First, Zach, with that, am I still infected despite this?
Yes, you are still infected.
And the entire time this is happening, I'm just praying to the Morrigan because an undead dinosaur is carrying me, and this is everything I stand against.
Yeah.
And the best part about all of it, the only knowledge I would have personally of dinosaurs is shit that I stole from Asana.
Yep. So that's definitely Asana, doing a real solid for you there. Not meaning to, but
Nope.
Asana owned an Ark server at one point.
But
so
She had the Halloween skins enabled as well, so
but,
as you fuckers just fly up,
just the one.
Go
The
past,
other 2 are there.
Yeah.
what happens with the infection during the flight, though? Because I'm genuinely terrified and hope that nothing happens because I'm not getting hit.
Yeah, because that much I do get. Because, nothing hitting you is great. The ongoing damage of the infection is going to progress. Now, I want Constitution saving throws. And I want the first one. I want 1 flat before I get to the next ones.
Is this against a spell or is it just a thing?
It's a thing. It's a disease.
Cool. That's fine.
Oh, wait. Can I help you? Hold on.
I believe you can spend 5 points of lay on hands to remove a disease.
Can I really?
Can you remember, though, that the infection the infection doesn't respond to the basic sort of restorations, because it was the same with lesser restoration. The lesser restoration didn't work on the infection.
That's right.
Yeah,
back in the day.
That's why we had to kill the kid and then bring them back.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. But can I at least
That
kind of
one.
like?
You could do healing.
Hold.
The healing would work. The lay on hands healing would work to try and buy time.
Okay, I'm gonna dump 10 because I have 15. I want to save 5 at least if we need to
So-
bring someone up.
I will heal 5,
Yep, you heal 5.
and then I rolled a nat 1.
Oh my fucking god, Casey!
Casey, on your first roll, you have got you now have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Zach, do you love giving me exhaustion?
Yeah, so with 2 levels of exhaustion, that's gonna be 20 points of necrotic damage, halved to 10.
Oh, that 10 half is the half amount. Okay, cool.
10 is the halved amount.
Cool. Okay, we're back. I am back to exactly where we were when we first started walking.
Okay, all right. That's fine. That's
So,
okay.
Next one coming up, and I believe that you have disadvantage now on this because of the exhaustion.
I don't think I get. No, it's only on saving throws once I hit level 3.
Ah.
So as long as I don't fail this one.
Please,
Oh no, you've got
Casey,
3.
I swear to God.
So you've got another
you
one
said-
after this.
You said I had 2.
Did I say?
You did
I
say
had
2.
3
Points of
I- I-
exhaustion. You're getting 2 points of
Oh,
exhaustion.
2
I see.
exhaustion.
Got it.
Yeah. Free.
Got it.
Free checks.
I'm
Are you
gonna
saying you've
use-
got 3 more rolls?
Yeah. No, he's got 3 rolls in total. He's done 1.
I'm going to use my inspiration because that was a 4 on the die. So I'm using my inspiration to re-roll that.
Please.
Could be worse. That's a 12 overall.
That's a failure.
Cool.
No!
That's level 3 of exhaustion,
Yep.
and
What could I do?
Unless
Could I
you
do
roll a nat
anything?
1, you won't die.
No, I don't think I'll die even with a nat 1 because it's 6
for the
to kill me.
life of me, I cannot
Yeah, and you're on
do
3,
maths
so if
today.
you rolled a nat 1, you would go up to 5, and then you roll another failure, and you go up to
Oh.
6.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is.
Look, Zach, we know you're queer.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm just waiting for
I
Zach's
quit
like
doing
go-to thing. All of a sudden, the infection's so bad that your legs don't work.
Oh my
That's just
Great,
god.
that would
going
be
for
great.
Going for the knees.
Oh,
I mean, my
yeah.
knees were already gone, but you know.
Going for the knees. Oh,
Okay. Damage.
I have no
You're a-
second level spell slots either. This-
Lewis, you're a dick. I hate you, and I'd have you no other way.
Thanks, babe.
Is that how much damage do I take that time?
This one you do take more, because it's going to be 36 half
18.
18.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. That's
So-
fine.
Yeah. And now,
I can take another hit.
Yep. And this is the last one now.
Yeah. with
I'm gonna
disadvantage.
dump the remaining of my heal.
Zach,
Healing pool.
do you round up or down on healing?
I round up. I do.
Okay,
round
so I
up.
did 3
You
points.
get 3. I
Okay.
hope no.
Okay. Disadvantage. Zach, you're an arse and I love this.
We like halos.
Okay. That is a natural 20
Hey!
Disadvantage.
and a 7.
Ah.
Casey!
Oh, that's level 4, buddy.
Yep. Okay, so I've never hit this point of exhaustion. What does that mean? Oh, cool.
I think your speed is halved or something.
No. My max hit points are halved.
Oh, right.
Oh no.
No, that's your max hit points. Any damage that you've taken up to this point, which I believe you're below max.
No, I was above max still because of the healing. I'm now to half of my max.
No, what I'm saying is like the damage that you were at before, you
Yeah, no.
stay at, but your max
No.
catches up with it.
I was at 71 out of 125. Half of my maximum is 62.
Oh, so you just lose like 12 hit points.
And then damage on top of that.
Yep.
On the plus side, if you do die, I can trap your soul in a soul cage.
Oh, that's fun.
I'll say now we are up to
Actually, if you
D10s
remember
for the
correctly,
damage die
this-
now.
No!
This
God!
zombie thing actually eats into the soul. That's why it can't be dealt with lesser restoration.
Do you know,
Zach,
my dice like you. My dice have decided, because I've just rolled them, and I rolled a 2, a 2, and a 2, and a 2.
I was
Hey.
literally about to be like, Zach,
There
I
are
killed my inspiration
four
to give you disadvantage.
Fucking 2s!
And if
In
you
a
times
row.
that by 1.2, that's 9.
Yeah,
Then half
Down to 4 or 5. Are we rounding up for this?
we round up for this one as well, yeah.
We round up for
Um,
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Question, Zach, because I'm very curious. How does the consumption interact with this bullshit?
At the moment, not at all.
Oh, lovely. Great. I love that.
I love that you
Why do
choose
I
now
think the
not to
consumption's gonna
react.
get worse if we actually cure Alos of
Every
this?
time I hear the consumption, all I can think of is consumption.
See, I think of tuberculosis.
Yeah,
Because that's what they used to call.
That's what they used to call tuberculosis, yeah. That's actually
Yep.
why I chose the name.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Zach.
Yeah, yeah.
In other
Oh,
words,
yes,
it's,
you
not
have
it's not a
TB.
magical disease, it's just TB.
Yeah, yeah, you've just got like really gnarly necrotizing fasciitis, secondary to TB in your hands.
Fair enough. Well, yeah, so my speed is halved. I have disadvantage on attacks, ability, and saving throw, and my hit point maximum is halved. If I was to gain another point of exhaustion, I would have a speed of 0.
Yeah,
Oh.
like you can't move. Like,
So-
is this the okay.
Well, it's a good thing you're being held by undead Quaxolotl.
Yep.
As you're being carried, you can just see Alos getting sicker and sicker. You can just watch as, like, there's a sallowness, and it is translucent. Like, I know that Alos be pasty bitch, but, like,
Yeah.
my god, Alos be translucent bitch now. Right?
Look, this could not have happened at a worse time because you guys are away from both of the healers of the party.
Well, I think that's what we're flying towards, because you guys camped out with a little campfire.
Yeah, hopefully we're heading to.
Hopefully. Bola's like trying to be healer, it's just like smacking Alice on the shoulder. Not hard.
dying.
but,
Not
like,
lay
with a
on
little
hands, it's
Hey.
actually catch these
Lay on.
hands.
Wait, no.
It's-
She's having flashbacks. Of,
But
like,
it's
the
every
first kid she had to kill.
Every slap is 1 point of the healing. Pull yourself together! You are not dying!
You can just hear Bola just going, no.
You know what's really
no.
annoying me? And I feel like I want to ask about it. I'm annoyed that I can't learn life transference.
I feel like that's something Wayne could learn.
I feel like
conceivably.
that's something I should have had.
Yeah, that seems very on brand for Wayne. Like,
I destroyed my soul. Here's a bit more of it.
Here, your soul's looking
Maybe
damaged.
it's a
Have
sauna
mine.
that's stopping you, you know.
Drink this healing potion made from my soul juice.
No,
That's so much worse.
It's also
You-
called ectoplasm.
Yep.
I was gonna say, you know that there's like a really creepy southern jazz player who calls it his soul juice as well,
Yep.
and that's all I can
100%.
imagine is in that voice. You know, like with a
Look,
proper
Zach,
gravel. Go on.
I have a AC of 24 and resistance to 3 of the most powerful damage types, and you have got me to 4 points of exhaustion. God damn you.
You said soul juice, and my mind went to dirty places in a bad way. And
Yeah.
You can beg my hotel room later and I'll give you some soul juice.
I don't like that.
I love Rob's new button because that was perfect timing as well. He's got right bits of
Listen, you
nuts.
don't have any you don't have any sounds on, so I have to make my own, you know.
Look, wait, let
I
me make
played
sure that
that
my
shit.
mic is the
Yeah.
correct. It is. Alright. We have a button for this. And this button is
Emotional
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
the nut button.
There is the other one that you've got, which is that's nasty.
That's
Which
nice.
we can't hear.
Can they not? That's weird.
I mean, no, the stream can hear it, we can't.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, that is a bit frustrating that we can't hear at this end. So,
Give it.
Train of thought has
I
entirely
can't
gone.
while I'm flying. Shit.
Yeah.
When we
yes.
land, I guess, you know, hoping that that's the rest of the rolls and we can just time skip to when we actually get to whatever we're getting to.
So, as you fly close, I'm going to say it's Buller who I'm going to ask for the perception check because she's the one who's most able to actually understand what's going on.
Perception is great.
It's motherfucking
All right. Bola is like, oh my god, we gotta get out of here. So that's a 21 for perception.
Okie dokie. You spot something writhing in the ash up ahead, and then you realise there's a couple of like really squarey things. There's like these indents in the ash that kind of have this square, like you can see whether it's disturbed and moved. And you then recognise the destroyed ruins of half a building, a little cottage. You see the thing that you thought was writhing around is actually a creature, a humanoid, a dryad, that has got a little fire going.
Fuck.
As you fly closer, you see that the dryad is actually burning something, and you recognise that she's got these two long cloths. They're quite long. They're wrapped up like a rug. They're about 6-7-ish feet long that she's picked up, and she's dropped one into the fire. And you watch as she picks up the next one and throws that chunk of cloth into it as well.
Did the chunk of cloth look a little bit like a perhaps like
Wanna
if
give
it's
me an
around?
insight?
Yeah,
Yeah, do you know what? Let's do an insight.
Knowing what Bola knows about what's going on here, she would like to insight that. That's yeah, that's an 18.
Yeah, those look like people.
Cool. Cool. So she might be in a conversation mood, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Bola will yell up to Wayne. I'm looking over at Alos. It's just like, just like, we might need to drop at this cottage. You see it?
Can Wayne understand you at the moment, or?
Yeah, I can understand. I just can't
Speak back.
Articulate, right? Okay.
I ain't got lips right now.
Yeah.
I got a beak.
Yeah.
You can't beatbox for shit.
I would suggest probably landing like on top of the the cottage is in ruins. Is there like can you see the second floor? Or you know what, Wayne?
There is a roof to it. It's in ruin, as in part of the structure's collapsed. The other part is standing, but it looks flimsy as shit.
Never mind. Never mind.
I cannot hide as this thing. It's a huge creature.
Well, since Bola still has her maul in her hand,
Joe, Rob, I didn't get a chance to use your rolls earlier. So I want you to roll me D20 plus 6, please.
as we're approaching I will try. Bola will have like her radiant light from the maul.
Yeah.
Coming off of it, just to even try and look friendly.
The D20 roll. The D20 roll was a 7, and the D6 roll was a 3.
Cool. This dryad sees this all going by, runs back towards the cottage, and you watch as she hitches up 2 arrows, aims up in the sky,
yeah,
and shoots at the massive undead bird.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Yep.
Does a 12? Does a 12 hit? Sorry. I was really annoyed. Does a 12 hit? Does a 12 hit, Wayne?
As a Quetzal?
Yep.
No.
Damn.
It's AC 13.
Damn.
A 12!
I know.
That was funny.
So you roll them.
Oh, dear. Oh, do you know what it did remind me of? I said that and I went, I think there's a meme here, and it's the, what have you got there? A knife! No!
A knife! No! I love that one.
I feel like that's been taken over by, someone gave me fire!
Yeah. So, the second one definitely misses, which was worse. My dice don't like me today.
Good. Oh my god.
Lovely. You have a chance to respond before she shoots again. You can hear that she's shouting into the cottage.
Bola will have the maul is radiating, but she doesn't have it up and ready. She has it hanging under her, and while she has an arm into the talon, and she's just going to say, "We're friendly." In her mind, because she's just like, oh, fucking dryads. And she's like, we have an infected person. They're not dead yet. We need help. No, probably shouldn't have said that.
I will go to land.
But,
I'll say that much.
Yep, I know. Probably shouldn't have said that. But you know what?
I like the fact that you forget the attitude the dryads had to the undead and the people being infected, and,
Yeah. It's because we've been away from that life for so long. And as soon as she says it, she's just like, shit, I'm gonna have to fucking kill them.
As that has been said as well, I will just be very weakly gesturing to the shield on my back, which Bill have seen enough times has the symbol of the Morrigan on it.
Oh, okay. But she sees that she'll sheath the maul, and then pull the shield off of Alos and go, see? Well, can't point to it. It's just
she has her bow trained, but doesn't say or do anything, and just follows you and tracks her with the bow, as you're coming down. And at this point, Saralai Salva, Chorin is screaming at you.
Okay, heads up. I'm gonna have to be going back and forth in just a second, so
that's okay.
I can do things, but
we're about to go on break, so you'll be all right. But you hear Chorin screaming at you, saying, "Oh, for the holy love of Moth of God, fucking get out of here! There's a thing! There's a big thing! It's a bird thing! It's gonna kill us!"
But you hear Bola, friends, we're friends.
Yeah, you look out the window, you're getting up and you're looking, and you could just see Bulla dangling her massive maul, right? Just being like, we're friends, and she's just hanging off the bottom of this undead dinosaur.
Sarlais is just looking out the window, and she turns to Salvar. She goes, "Okay, first off, I wasn't aware that he could turn into that. Second, not the weirdest thing we've seen out of them."
You honestly surprised by now.
Amazing. I'm just glad there's not more dryads.
And with that, the party is going to be reunited. We are going to take a break now. I need to get some more happy juice from the fridge.
Copperberg.
Yes, it is. It's
same here.
It's strawberry and lime. Hey, which one you got?
Oh, Copperberg.
Mint spruce.
Hey, strawberry and lime.
I love that one. Have you had the pear?
Yeah, the pear's the main one.
I don't like pear cider.
I've never had the pear one.
I honestly
The pear one's really good.
Lewis, you have to come and get me drunk sometime. You need to get me fancy drunk.
Hey, don't come on to my man like that.
I love Rob the timing.
Every innuendo, I gotta do it.
It's amazing.
This is what I do on my stream, and people love it.
I shit you not. It's not getting old yet, so nice.
I don't care if it even gets old.
Oh shit! I didn't put it on break.
LOL.
We've just been live the whole time.
Yeah,
guys,
I haven't gone on
on
break yet.
break. Yeah, see you in a minute, guys. Bye.
Because I have this next to my desk for a reason.
Yeah.
So oh no, okay, we're just live.
Just today. Yeah.
We're just live.
Oh,
Cool.
we're just live.
Oh, we're just sorry. Yeah, no, I was about to count us in, and then doesn't matter.
So,
Hello there.
Well, hello there, everybody. We have returned. We are appropriately alcoholed and refreshed and drinked. Let's get.
Not me. I have to go to work.
Oh yeah. Aw, shame.
I didn't drink out of solidarity.
Let's see.
So next up, we have the landing. Yes, you've just landed, haven't you?
Yeah, we've just been shouted at me in Starlight, I believe.
Yes, by Chorin, who is panicking as a
Chorin,
huge...
that's the name.
Yeah, Chorin.
They, them, or...
yeah, no...
Where you saw Bulla radiate her maul, but then immediately say something, you see her go, ah, fuck, puts her maul back, rips the shield from Alos, and is waving the shield.
As we're running out, do we need to make a perception check?
Yeah, give a perception check. They are coming into land, but I want to see if you do initially realise, like, you can see.
Oh, I'm good at this. A dirty 20.
Ooh, on that filthiest of 20s. Yeah. You are also going to get the vibe check that something is seriously wrong with Alos. Alos be see-through. Not entirely, but yeah, like... Alos looks
my
really
veins
sick.
be visible.
Yes, there are visible
veins. I have tattoos all over my body.
What are my spells at the moment?
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, they look very, very sick.
Ah, shit.
Lovely. As
Arm yourself, Chorin. They're friends.
Chorin doesn't hold. Doesn't like release her hold as she says, I'm pretty sure the half-orc just said that one of them's infected.
And we will deal with that.
Really? Like we dealt with them last time?
Exactly.
You and I have different recollections about how last time went.
Well, last time the rules were different, so, you know.
Last time they started lopping the heads off villagers.
See that she's kind of like lowers her bow, looks around.
Keep your arrows notched if you feel more comfortable.
I need your word. Promise me that you're gonna get this shit handled. I can't deal with any more. Not any more of this shit.
Go inside and have some food. I wanted to say preemptively, I did cast create food and water for the trip.
Ah, right, yeah. Okay, so she'll head back inside then, and have a drink.
Okay.
Oh my god, thank god. Oh my god. Oh. You're not, like, gone, you know? Like, gone. Like, you know, okay.
Did you just gesture to me when you said gone?
No, I didn't. Like, we didn't know where you guys were. Can you let go of me, please?
I'm not a thingy anymore.
Oh.
Yeah,
I landed and transformed back.
I'm just going to
no.
ignore both Wayne and Bull. I'm just going to go see to Alos, which I'm assuming is...
I'm on my hands and knees struggling to breathe.
I would like to do an examination, and then followed by an act determining the results of the examination.
I would like...
Try to direct towards what their initial wound was as well.
Medicine check advantage.
Sweet. What is the medicine?
I've done...
Very good with medicine.
I've dealt with undead medicine enough as well to know go to the wound.
That is a 28 because I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, nat 20!
Beautiful man. Oh my god.
Oh, you're looking at the wound. You reckon you can stop the infection if you cut it off? No, that's okay. Sorry, no, I couldn't even get to the end of my. No.
I will druidcraft a new leg. Watch me.
No, sorry. That would have been funnier if I had been able to get to the steel. Like I was gonna say that and then do a blank face and just wait to see the reaction, but I just couldn't. Sorry, no. So on your medicine check, you see that this is pretty big, pretty deep rooted, and for some reason, this has advanced way quicker in Alos than it should have any good right to do so in anyone else. Like, you've seen people bit and turn a couple of hours later, but this is commoners. Like, these are poor, malnourished commoners, not well-fed, battle-hardened warriors like Alos.
Okay. Would I be able to determine if I'm able to do anything if I have a very, very powerful spell?
You did get a nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
You immediately realise that it is the highest levels of magic you're going to need. You're going to need a spell of the 6th order or higher. And even then, there is a percentile risk chance, you would realise, because it is the advanced stages of infection, which Alos should have no right being in.
Alright. I'm gonna clear everyone's from room, plant my staff in the floor, shield like on my arm just in case. Yep. And funnily enough, I'm glad I fucking took this now. I am going to cast Heal.
Hey!
And just to clarify one thing,
So that'll do it.
Yeah, so I'm sure you get a flat 70, but that might be halved. So if not 35.
I get 5 hit points.
No, you get 35 hit points.
No, they have a max hit points
until
halved.
my new maximum because of the halving thing.
Oh. However, the spell also ends blindness, deafness, and any disease affecting the target.
Honestly, I hate to say this, though. It's more of a curse.
We don't.
But it also eats into the soul.
We still
know
don't
this
know.
already.
It's a
Yeah, we
magical
do know
disease.
this. It's
It is
a
a magical
magical
disease.
disease.
That's the specific
Yeah.
wording for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So dispel magic?
You see,
We tried that
I
too.
think I have dispel magic. Can we
I have that too.
combine these?
I
We
will say
combine
that you
them.
guys do remember that has similar effects that doing so, but you remember it because you tried lower level stuff and you basically got told, yeah, but you'd need to like supercharge that shit.
I just burnt my only 6th level spell cast in Heal, so
Did it
So-
work?
I've got dispel at 6th level.
Is that what we're saying?
Alos, you just feel your entire body just drop limp, and you
Yep.
realise that to this point there was so much tension in your body, and to just have all of it relieved as the wound on your leg closes up, seals over, the colour returns to your hands, to your face, to your body, and you feel like dog shit still.
That's an understatement.
Yep, that is understatement of the century right there. But you are alive, and as far as you can tell, healed.
Eyes of the Grave.
Eyes of the Grave aren't very helpful to you here because Alos does have undeath upon them. I will get you to do. Let's do a medicine check for you to be able to differentiate. Here we go. That might be a way to get around this. Let's have Salvar do another medicine check.
What type of undead is Alos's thing, though? That's the thing.
We don't know. We don't know the details there.
Okay, I'll do another medicine check then.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a dirty 20. 12 plus
Ooh.
8.
Nice. Yeah. There's something left. They're still sick.
Fuck.
You've reversed a hell of a lot, but there's a spark in there.
I'm trying to think what I've got. I could summon an insect plague and make him eat the fucking thing. I don't know. Just...
I will say it's not in the wound, though.
It's in the soul.
Yeah.
Right, I'll grab a hatchet out. I'm going to drive it into their skull. No.
I'm going to dig
we
their
didn't.
soul out.
We did this before, you know. Do you want to try Dispel? Beyonce?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Do you want to try Dispel, maybe?
Yeah, I'll try Dispel Magic at 6th level.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Did that do it?
The spark disappears.
Oh, thank God.
And Alos is healed.
Dropping trying to form words can't really displaces a hand on Salvar's shoulder and squeezes it with her fangs.
Mm-hmm.
And after about 5 seconds, just leans real close. You dated my mother.
I wasn't expecting those words. I was expecting a thank you.
I wasn't expecting to just out openly talk about this.
Salva was about to heal them.
I'm just gonna.
No, this would
You
be
hear? You
Okay.
just see as the little dryad pops her head around the corner and goes, "You fucking what?" I'm just around the corner looking over from the
I'd say
cottage.
it probably would have been quiet enough because I'm still ill.
Oh damn it!
It was more like a just whisper into Salvar's ear
So
with what I could manage.
a 22 perception I rolled for her with that. Do you reckon get it?
Yeah, probably.
As Alos is falling unconscious, I am probably going to go for the pouch that Alos gestured to when mentioning the teleport scroll.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, why are you taking stuff?
I'm not taking anything.
Well,
We
what
all
are
want
you?
to go back,
What are
right?
you doing?
We want to go back to the city. See, yes, this is our home, but it's very dead. We shouldn't be here anymore.
We at least ask permission because it's a scroll, right? That means you can only use it once, right?
Yes.
The scroll
Okay.
that we used to get to the plane to begin with?
No, we got to the plane by Fucky within the temple.
Oh, okay.
This was the
You
one that
read
I
from the
found.
scroll, though. You literally read from the scroll in that,
No, I
in that
didn't.
engagement.
I read and understood what the scroll was, but we never used it.
Oh, right, okay.
Because it's the one that I found in Soren's office.
Wait, what about Torrent?
She can come if you like.
Wasn't there an agreement with Albrecht and there's a cat right there? Never mind. Wasn't there an agreement between Barber and Albrecht? The reason why we can't go to Winimere anymore, or
Well,
Yeah,
we're
we're
in
well,
Winimere right now.
well,
not
it's
supposed
not.
to be.
I don't know if we're necessarily banished, but I'm sure she wouldn't like us being
I don't
here.
believe we're banished. I believe we're not welcome. As a
And-
result, this is Dryad territory.
And some vice versa. I see a dryad in home.
Now home. And I'm saying we should go home using the scroll.
It's Alos's.
It is.
We
which
asked
is
her
why we're going
first.
to wait because you asked.
Thank you.
I will
Okay.
say we probably should get moving soon. We haven't got a lot of time. Sorry, I wasn't trying to listen or anything. It's just dryad ears. I hear everything. It's kind of annoying.
Time to what?
Area's patrolled.
By who?
By my sisters. They'll be around soon. And anybody that's trespassing, and all of you are you are all as well. Now I joined the ranks of you lot actually, as persona non grata. None of us are welcome. We are non-persons. And automatically combatants.
Why are you a non-person?
Because I helped you.
Use the scroll, but Salvar, I need a favor at some point.
Very well. I've got you up in my arms at the moment. So.
Yeah.
I will take the scroll, and I will look at is it Chorin?
Yeah.
Your sisters won't know you helped us if you want to stay here.
I already did. I'm out here because I helped you before in the forest.
You helped us escape.
I told you that if you made me speak, I'd lose everything. And I did. For what it's worth, it was worth it. You stopped Asana.
We did.
And it pains me how much I had to lose for that to happen.
Well, I come to the city where everyone from Winimere forged a new life.
You could forge one too, if you wanted.
You won't be the only one.
I will say it does mean that you'll have to hang around with quite a few deados. Like me.
I can... What role does a warrior play in peace?
Keeping it.
Who said that
I'm
there's
just going
peace?
to point out that there's plenty of stuff going on there. I'm sure you can find something.
There's an army much in need of reinforcing.
Well... I always told my sisters I'd make something of myself. City Dryad. It's worth a shot.
It was the first three.
Yeah. Dryad of the City Park.
So,
I will lightly reach over and give guidance to Wayne quickly.
Does she come over to the inn and like help with the little garden we've planted? Or does she live in the little garden?
Just stand there group style, you know.
No, she's like the Spriggans in fucking Skyrim. Where they've got their little grottos. That's her grotto. Yeah. It's her city grotto.
Yeah, oh
you
my
have
God.
You have to roll to cast a spell above what you can cast normally, don't you? Because teleport's a 7th level spell.
Yeah, so
guidance.
So to clarify this, it is a roll. This is a home. Sorry, I didn't. Have you not come across this, Lissa? Because it's a homebrew rule in my world. Right.
Well, I was gonna say I give bardic inspiration to whoever's doing it.
Nice.
But yeah, no, I've not come across this yet. This one's new.
You are allowed to cast spells that you know or have around. So if you find a spell scroll, if you have access to knowledge, like if you steal a spell book, you can try and cast a spell from it that is above the level of order of magic that you can take. In return, though, you have to do a roll, and on a failure, it basically just backfires on you.
Sounds right. It's almost like wild magic.
It's kind of, yeah.
What is it? What D is it? Is it D8 at the minute, or is it D10?
Oh no, guidance. It's.
No, but Lissa gave inspiration as well.
Oh, right.
I believe.
1 sec. Let me scroll down. It's a D10.
D10. Damn.
Shit, okay.
So
I'm a level 12 bard.
So
Yes, it's a D10.
So
I'm gonna-
D20 plus D10 plus D4 plus whatever Wayne's.
I'm gonna, just to make sure, because with the 7th level spell,
It should be DC 17, I think. That's what the spell scroll says anyway.
Oh no, because it's a higher level.
Oh, you've got plenty of rules. Okay.
Yeah, it's got my ones. You need. Okay. I have written down the number that you need on the other side of this letter. I want you to roll now and tell me what you got.
Am I adding my charisma bonus? Is it like add my spellcasting modifier?
No, this is no, this is the roll.
Are you
Plus
going
the
by spell scroll rolls? Or
So,
is spell
Sorry.
scroll is you add Arcana?
Because
no,
of-
I've never added Arcana, but
okay.
that actually makes more sense. So I'm going to retroactively change my homebrew rules so that it's Arcana now.
so it's Arcana. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna add knowledge from a past life to this then.
So D10, D6, D4.
So we have 5 from my Arcana naturally. On the D6, I rolled 4 for 9. On the D10, I rolled 9 for 18. On the D4, I rolled a 4 for 22. And on the D20, I rolled a 17.
The 39.
So 22, 39.
Oh,
And then I also rolled for the actual spell teleport itself and got 78 because I don't know a teleport circle.
yeah.
So I'm just teleporting back to the tavern.
Yep. So,
Damn,
just so that you
fucking
get to see
straight.
it, it was a DC 22.
Yeah, you really undershot there.
Yeah, no, it was a hard DC, but you met that very well.
Look, we were bound and determined to make this happen.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, he would have hit it without any of the buffs.
I would have hit it without rolling the d20.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. With just buffs alone, he would have hit it. That's fucking wild. So
We really wanted this to happen.
We're
We
not
did.
walking through the undead infested fields.
We've been there, done that. How about no? And not only
You know-
that, they're undead infested fields that are being patrolled by dryads that don't like us.
Just before we leave as well, like, because it's still holding on to the sentiment that I was when I was still in Arcadia, even though it's still emotionless, you know, when I was alive before this went off, I probably would have said to you, we'll need to make like a tree and leaf.
and then you go on that moment on the
Specifically to the dryad too.
yeah.
I have 2 unprepared spells.
Oh, I've just realised as well that the teleport again. You are pulling them through your hell dimension
No.
the whole way, so
No.
all of
It's-
you.
it's a prolonged period of that.
Yeah.
Throw
So-
up, probably.
like,
As soon as we start teleporting, Bola just like
do you know what?
closes her
Fuck it,
eyes.
Alos. Roll to not barf.
No, I'm gonna say I probably do between everything I stand against plus 4 levels of exhaustion,
You're
Okay,
mental and
yeah.
physical
I'm holding
strain.
you right
Yeah.
now.
Kill
So,
me.
do you know what? Actually, Alos, roll me a d4.
I'm gonna get puked on.
1.
Yeah, just straight in the face, Salvar. Just a fucking projectile in the face.
Was my mouth open?
Probably.
Roll me a
for
d4.
Guidance.
Odds
Roll for
open,
stupid
even
shit.
not.
3!
you thankfully your mouth was closed, but yeah, you are otherwise covered in puke. Like it's
Because
seeping into
going
your
through the
armor
hell
and stuff,
screaming
it's just
thing,
like-
I imagine Salvar kind of just
Oh.
does that like,
yeah, Salva just closes.
and then it's
his
like, "Caw!"
Oh yeah,
Starlight
Bola's closing her eyes.
immediately,
too.
once Salvar gets barfed on, she like distances herself and goes, "Darling, bath before
That's
you
the
come to the
vegetation.
bedroom. Bath."
Can you even
Yeah.
distance yourself during a teleport? Like, how does this even work?
It says range 10 feet, so it's quite literally a 10-foot like sphere
Okay.
that's just being projected.
Yeah,
Okay.
This poor little
It's-
like
And the
mole that
problem
was
is,
going past.
oh god, no, because the
Oh,
thing
so
about
good.
it is, all of the screaming is people stuck in limbo, and we're teleporting through Winimere.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
In other words, it'll start very, very loud and then get quieter.
Yeah. You pop out at the other end, and immediately upon doing so, you realise that Chorin is screaming and just doesn't stop for 10 solid seconds. She's just like, ah! Just there, just like, and just does not stop screaming until she coughs, stops, and goes, oh, never, 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 no, 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 no. No.
You get used to him.
No. No.
It's over.
Can someone give me a towel?
I pressed to digitate you.
Oh, thank God for that. Okay.
You
have to do that.
I dehydrate it and it falls off.
Oh, you have to do that a few times though, because it's like a small square foot and I'm huge.
Yeah. So Wayne, you're just sat there, kind of like there, but then you notice that it's like crusty. There's just all this crusty crap. The dried out stuff is like collecting on the armor, so you're like, ah, fuck. And then you just have to press to take that off, and it's like, oh. And every time you do it, you think it's the last time, and then you just spot a bit more, where it's gotten like into all the crevices and stuff. It's like, oh, right.
I might recommend that you send your armor for dry cleaning. I'm good.
I'm still getting a bath
face
before
is
we're
fine.
back to the bedroom.
Sorry about that.
And
Chorin, welcome to Barbanza.
Chorin looks up.
Chorin,
Wait, did you go to
Wait.
Barban?
Wait, no,
did
we
you
didn't go to
not
Barbanza.
No.
Azarok.
Yes, sorry.
Where's
I was like,
Barbanza,
wait.
out of curiosity?
That's
Oh,
the port town from the first campaign.
Yeah.
That's
never
where
mind.
we
Yeah.
burned you in. That's where we burned you in body.
That's where Ewan got.
No, yeah. Going back to Azarok, specifically, I realized that the first thing I'll probably have to do is take Chorin to the refugee immigration office.
Yeah. You.
Isn't
you
that
just,
just
like, do you
Tara?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say, like, do you want to do that straight away, or do you want to take her in the tavern first?
and we
Honestly,
teleported
she
us
probably
to the
needs a
tavern.
drink.
Oh, we're in the tavern. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, sorry, I didn't understand.
Middle
I
of the
missed
day,
it.
just.
I've got. Yeah.
Oh, and she screamed. Cool.
Yeah, and she screamed. So, the tavern is entirely empty. You look around, she's like, oh, okay. Until you see a really perplexed Rayleigh sat in a chair who's made herself a little milkshake and just has a little straw in the top of it, and it's just there like...
Does she have a
Good
little
thing
shortboard on her?
It's a good thing she's deaf.
Bolo just turned to Rayleigh and just waved.
Sarah gives Rayleigh a hug.
I love the idea that the
jumps up for
end
the
te-
hug.
I love the
And
idea
she
that the
signs
end
to
teleport
her.
Animation is like a big green flaming skull comes out the ground, the mouth opens and dissipates.
Oh.
Oh no.
She
Poor
signs
Rayleigh.
at Rayleigh. Hey, did you finish your homework?
She smiles, signs back, say, I finished all of my homework, and Mummy promised that we could play together when you got back.
How long were we gone?
Yeah.
Oh, you... Why would you... Oh,
Timey
it's
wimey.
weird daddy shit, okay. So, I mean, sorry, whoops.
Sarlai's signs back like laughing.
Yeah. I didn't know that was it, but apparently that's signing. That's for British sign, is that you pull up and you're going, right, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, just fun side fact, because I found that out. I like that. But anyway. the
Yeah,
point.
she signs back laughter when she signs shit for the first time.
Yeah. And she then
Just
quickly
sign
signs
shit.
and says, and she says, don't tell Mummy I know that word.
She signs back. Of course not. I probably
I
accidentally
point
taught
at
it to
Tara,
you.
who's probably looking at her.
Tara's not in the room right
Oh,
now.
good.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to envision that I teleported into Rayleigh's room. That sounds weird.
Yeah, no. You're in the main part of the tavern.
Okay.
It's empty.
I'm
The
gonna.
only person in here is again Rayleigh with her milkshake.
I'm going to signal to Buller. Can you take Alice, please? I need a bath.
Yeah, I can, and
Thank
I
you.
will. Go on. Wait. Hold on.
Yep.
Nice.
What's
As
that
you
talk?
do, however, Sarlize.
Yes.
Rayleigh says to you, she says, "Well, you've only been gone the week."
Sarlize turns to everyone and tells them it's been a week.
Oh my god.
Out
thank
of
God.
game, that means it's been 6 days since we raided the temple.
Oh,
Yup.
right. Okay.
How wanted are we right now?
Does Wayne know sign?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he does, doesn't he? Yeah.
Thieves can't.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
fairly
you
sure
have
I'm the only person in that can't.
I
Salvo.
don't know sign either. I don't know
okay.
sign either.
Sorry, I thought everyone said. Oh, sick, cool.
Yeah, Thieves'
Yeah.
Cant can probably be adapted.
I feel like Thieves Can's
It
enough
would
to
take
have an
sign
understanding.
and then change it to be different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because most Thieves' Cant is very much just like, at least in my sort of headcanon of it, it's more like how you do like military signaling.
Yeah, military.
Mhm.
Yeah,
signals,
see,
yeah.
same.
And
I kind of
speaking
think of
in
it as
riddles.
like
But it's
sign-
halfway between sign language and military signaling because you kind of cipher it naturally.
Yeah. So,
Oh, in that case, then, I'm
one
going.
second.
Oh, w-
Because Rayleigh, says to you, "Is our new friend okay?" Signing, pointing to Alos.
Bola
so-
just looks questionably, just like,
Yeah, Sarlize signs back. They apparently hit a snag, and that Alos is not feeling very well, but they will be okay.
She smiles and gets to show off her new ability. She takes
Really
a
has an
chalkboard.
What did my baby Bart do?
Rayleigh
She
has an
smiles at
ability?
you. You see, she takes the chalkboard
the magic
and
chalkboard.
she sketches out a heart. She kisses it. You watch as it comes away as an arcane sigil in the air, holding to her lips, and she goes, and it flies through the air and lands on Alos's head.
Healing word.
And casts healing word on
I love
Alos.
it.
Oh,
Wait,
my baby Bart!
Did I give her a fucking what's it called? A fucking
Casting focus.
a focus? Yeah, I gave her
Yeah.
a focus.
You gave her.
Yeah,
arcane
bards can
focus.
use anything that they use for inspiration. So if she winds up becoming an artist bard, which by the way is fucking cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a deaf bard, so she's an artist bard.
I used to do Japanese kanji bard. Like
my
they
God,
used to,
okay.
like they
Yeah.
do the big
Now I
ink
feel
thing
good
on a
about
massive
spending that
paintbrush.
50
and just-
gold.
Bola will just like watch this happen and just go ooh, ooh, as it hits Ella's forehead. And just
Can
like
imagine it's
kind of
like a
look
bubble.
at Ella.
Yeah, it does. Alos, you feel it, and you do it. Actually, I tell you what it feels like. It feels like a warm memory. You remember a young memory of Soren tucking you in at night, and you have this memory come back to you of Soren tucking you in and kissing you on the head goodnight when you were a child. And it feels, it just brings them, it's just this lovely sensation. You don't get any healing, because you're
yeah.
already at your maximum you can be.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Just to throw something there, because I've been thinking about this a lot over the past month. There is the point though where Alice doesn't know if that's real anymore.
Yeah, Alos
Gets
doesn't.
that and then doubts it because I don't know what's real.
So Bola just immediately sees you smile and then immediate not smile.
it's like, oh.
And Bola will just go, oh, I know
Starlize.
that face. I'm gonna put you to bed. And Bola will actually go
Starlize.
upstairs and put Alos to bed.
Yeah.
Is that okay, Alos? Yes. Okay.
Starlize, when she sees Rayleigh use healing word, she picks her up and swings her around and gives her like a big kiss and then sits her down and signs, "I'm so proud of you."
One important thing. I'm going to take out a set of bone dice. Right. And I'm going to. I'm going to have to. I need help with the pronunciation of this because, in my mind, it spells out orgy, but it doesn't. It spells out augury. Thank you.
Augury, right.
All right.
Augury.
I'm going to spend a minute just rolling some bone dice.
Or augury, if you really want to be like thinking about it.
And
But
I would like.
August, so
I would like to know some. I want to know if it's safe to go have a bath. So, to give exact some context, by casting and gem inlaid sticks, whatever, or whatever, bones laying or on like cards.
Did Rob's internet just die right now?
Or employ a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. My internet connection is unstable. Be aware.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, no, I know.
Okay. Within the next 30 minutes, you could choose from the following: wheel for good results, woe for bad results, wheel and woe for both good and bad results, or nothing for the results of specifically. So I need to see one of these symbols.
I'm going to point out when that I used this in Bros and Dragons, it did not turn out well. I now have the god of hatred and tyranny on my ass. I literally have a bounty on me.
This is like Omen sort of thing. It's just like what's going to happen in the next happening. So,
Should I take a bath? No.
That is specifically what I'm doing because
you're
like,
magic 8-balling whether you need a bath or not.
Pretty much. Should I take my armor off specifically to go take a bath, or is some shit going to go down?
Is the answer you get?
Woe's the bad one, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Cool.
I'm going to cast message to Tara.
Okay.
In the assumption that she's within what? What's the distance of message?
60 feet.
120 feet.
Oh, 120.
So for me
message-
personally, because I've got spell sniper, it's 240
It doesn't.
feet.
It only counts on the attack spells.
Oh, sorry then. I'll spend a sorcery point to make it distance spell.
Okay. You pick up with a. You do get a reply.
Well, ultimately,
Where have you fuckers been?
We've been to another dimension called Arcadia.
Oh, right, I see. So you're noncing it up with all of your god friends, leaving us here.
I don't think any noncing was involved.
Yeah.
It's the gods. What did you... What else were they going to be up to? You get another reply
I don't know what
back
that word
being-
means.
It's
Because I feel
fine.
like that's British slang.
It's British slang, don't worry about it.
Okay, I was like non-saying. I'm assuming
I'll
it's
send
like
you guys a
prancing
message.
Stop.
around.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
No,
That word
it's,
will.
I get the feeling it's a lot more dirty.
Oh.
Based on their
It's way
responses.
worse. It's just bad. It's a
It's
bad
awful.
word, but you can get away with saying it. But what it is there to represent
Yes.
is way worse.
Oh, thank you, Casey.
We
Yes.
learned about things. Ultimately, we didn't go there by choice. Bulla was kidnapped. We don't know what's happened. And then by the time we were done, we found ourselves back in Winimere. It's only by luck that we had a teleportation scroll, that we're here at all.
Well,
How's your week been?
not too much. I mean, I've had my tavern shut down for being a centre of heretical activity. The princess and her bodyguard were both found and recaptured, without anybody to appropriately defend them. Merrick is gone. I don't know where. I assume he was taken with them as well. I do not know. It looks like he woke up. Whether he woke up and was taken or he ran off, I don't know.
Fortunately, most of the opposition's leadership were killed before we left,
Well, that helps.
including the Oracle.
You killed the Oracle.
No, Bulla did. Single-handedly,
Oh.
and I had some of my emotions back, so I can tell you it was the single hottest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I am very comfortable in my sexuality, but my god, wow. That's a thing.
We don't king shame here.
I realize that while I'm saying this, all of this message, there's that thing that's going on in the background with the like.
Yeah, there's this like low ambience of the ghostliness going through.
So, yes, we're chilling with Rayleigh right now.
Oh, lovely.
So if you wanted to come and say hello to the rest of the gang...
Can't currently. There's
Amos.
another patrol outside. You probably want to get downstairs into the basement again.
So I will chime in at this point of the omen that's going to happen within the next half hour.
Dipping out of the message for a sec.
We should go downstairs.
Yeah.
Someone go and tell Bola that because she's just went upstairs.
I'll relay the message because I'm casting message. It'll just be like tink.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh, okay. Thank you. Uh-huh. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Wayne. Well, as I was gonna say, as Bola was gonna put Alos down, she was gonna say to Alos, "Hey, when you're up and ready, I think you and I should have a talk about what we saw in those portals." And before she was about to put them down, she still has the daisy necklace around her neck, and she would like to. I don't know how it works, to be honest, but she wants to see if she can see the ceremonial dagger's beacon anywhere before she goes downstairs.
Isn't my new armor downstairs?
I have to remember what allows you to see it.
Because you didn't really tell me details.
No, I didn't.
We can circle back to it if you need, but like Bola will take Alos downstairs.
I will just then reply briefly. I need to speak to everyone.
Okay. But rest right now, okay? Seriously. I will knock you out if I have to.
I think you might just kill me if you do.
Oh, right. Bola's still not knowing her own strength.
Remember, you can call non-lethal damage before doing an action. I'm just going to remind everyone.
I will say, though, if you remember from the way that I run my campaigns, that's not a guarantee of much.
Yeah.
Exactly. Say non-lethal, roll a 9.
Yeah,
roll a nat 20.
Yeah, because if you shout non-lethal and then immediately just punk someone in the face with a mace.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
You know,
They're half orc.
Doesn't cover everything.
It's not just like, a mace, a divine mace.
Like, I'll happily bullshit it if you're a few points over, but like, at some point. What do you want to say, Rob?
I just gotta go to Bola and say, before we left, did you say you got me some new armor? From Barbara?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I do. Hopefully Tara was able to smuggle it downstairs. It's a gift from Barbara. He built it himself. You're gonna really like it.
Oh, okay. I am Metal Greymon.
My God, it's been months since that, so I'm like, oh right.
Oh dear, this is gonna be fun.
We initially wanted to give it to him so he could disguise himself. Well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Whoops. As you all head downstairs, you hear the patrol moving past. You can hear a couple of voices go. I reckon it's about a group of 5, and you can hear that they are all looking through the windows. And I need somebody here. Who would be looking at the patrol as you're going downstairs? Would anybody like want to get a look, or would everybody be like just getting down the stairs?
I feel like that would be Wayne, if anything, because Sarah should probably be dealing with Kid. You've got.
I was just told to go downstairs. That's it.
Yeah, because I don't know. Would Wayne look?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have thought so, because he might not have any emotions, but he's still sneaky.
He also used to be a rogue.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. So.
And he can cast invisibility on himself.
Yeah, he can, can't he?
Yep.
He's good at this shit. So, I want you to roll me insight more than perception at this point.
Dirty 20.
Nice. You can see that all of them are holding these little orbs.
Oh, Lord.
And it takes you a second when you realise those are arcane conduits. But they're not any old conduits. Those are the conduits. The same ones that you got from the Leviathan. It looks identical to the ones that you've got in your possession. And you see that each of them, and these are pretty like regular guardsmen, just has one.
Do we see the... Well... Do they have the, necklace? The brainwash necklace on?
They do. They do.
Fuck. Fuck.
The necklace isn't active on these ones. There's no light in the necklace on these guys that are standing out on the door. But they are wearing it.
It's not good.
That's what you get on the inside. Is there any more checks, anything else you want to do before heading downstairs?
Yes. Specifically, I'm going to take the time to look at the gem that's encased in the mouth of the skull on top of my lantern.
Mm-hmm.
So that I can use my last packed spell slot till I short rest to cast Infernal Calling.
Okay.
And bring out my good friend, my white Abishai, Milcom.
Okay.
Because I know his name.
Yeah, Milcom.
And I am telling Milcom to go out and, using fully guerrilla tactics, as in sneaking out until you ambush someone, for the entire duration until there is 5 minutes left of this duration. You're going to ambush the guards, try to not kill them, but there's not a big deal if you do. And ultimately, you're going to recover as many of those arcane conduits as you can and bring them back.
Okay.
Specifically, put them using the outside cellar entrance, the delivery entrance.
I need to get his. I need to get his stats. 1 second.
Do you have my character sheet?
Yep, I do. Let me just bring it up.
It's in extras.
It's in extras on the character sheet. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. No doubt. No doubt. Oh, the 9/9.
He has a fly speed, so ultimately.
Yes, he does have a fly speed. It's under extras. Crawling core, Tyrannosaurus Rex, giant ape.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
the things I can transform into as a polymorph. Except, because it's undead, I guess my giant ape is just King Mong.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you, Lewis. Never change.
He's pretty great.
Yeah, I know, right?
I try.
So, yeah, okay. So,
Is any of that outside what he would want to do as an Abishai? Because I realized that I did say as non-lethally as possible.
Oh no, as an Abishai, he's absolutely going to murder, like a lot.
Which is why me enforcing rules on him, he would have to follow, but he can make a wisdom saving throw to see if he resists my instruction.
Why do you have to spoil the fun of it all?
Because ultimately we've made a big enough splash as is, and most people in Winimere don't know that you're associated with me.
Well,
Because the people who did know that you were associated with me are all dead. And everyone here didn't like it last time. So you're going to keep them alive.
let me... I am sure we can come to an arrangement. If you wish for me to tease myself such...
Think of it like edging.
We do not... Did he do it?
He pressed the button!
Hey! Alfred!
Fucking some treats.
And that was perfect timing as well. Definitely has treats. He
Definitely
knew.
has treats.
He
Someone
knew.
clip that as well. Zach, I'm still in this clip.
Yeah, clip.
There you go, buddy.
Yep,
Oh
just
my
credit.
god, boy.
I have just clipped it now.
Yes.
There you go.
I'm still in that.
So,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
You're in a D&D game. Yes.
If 1 second.
Oh.
I do not shame, but it's not my sort of thing. What could you offer me in return for my services?
The next time I summon you, there will be bloodshed guaranteed.
Anybody and everybody I can. You promise?
No.
Then we
everybody
have
and
no
everybody.
deal.
Well, then all I have to do is invoke your name, Milcom.
Oh!
You have to do exactly what I say.
You can just...
I didn't want to be a dick, but you're making me.
You see that he kind of drops to this kneeling position, looks up at you and says, "You're shit." I shall do your bidding. He stands up, goes to leave by the front door, realizes there's people out there, and as he leaves by the back, you see he just takes his sword and chops one of the tables in half, and then pops it back, and he looks at you and
As
goes,
he's leaving and I'm looking at him and he looks back, I'm casting Mending on the table.
"Oh, it's the principle that counts."
Of course it is.
And
Do your job.
he shocks off. And he sulks off. Downstairs.
Okay.
Nice, gentle music now.
Down there, Sarlai's
We
after
Go on.
finding out about the necklaces being on them, I'm gonna cast Legend Lore to combine with an Arcana check to see if we can figure out how to fuck these things up.
For sure.
Bola will just get a lot of soft supplies, like soft burlap sacks or something, and just put Ayla down.
Salvar's just like twiddling his fingers so hard. Is it down there? If it's not, I don't mind, but yeah.
It should be. I mean,
Wait.
did Tara, like, because what happened was we brought it back, Wayne and I brought it back, and we gave it to Tara, and we said, this is for Salvar. Either that or we put it downstairs. I honestly don't remember.
So, we will get to that. I'm gonna say with the. Can you give me the Arcana check? Can you do that check for me?
I just did. That's an at 20.
Ah, beautiful.
That's a fucking nat.
Well, we love to see it. We love to see it.
I have eyes that look into the future right now.
So, I'm gonna deal with that in just a second. Because first, I am gonna come to that. Down here, we have a couple of familiar faces. We have the Smith family, Mum and Dad.
Thank fucking God.
You see a rather dishevelled looking Bilebra down here.
Nice.
you also recognise a couple of the paladins from the Paladin Order that are all also down here with their weapons and armour. But you see that all of them, their arcane focuses that they're using are like damaged and have been shattered somehow. All of them have. And also down here, you recognise a couple of other people from Winimere, a number of people who are in the People's Union. But you also recognise... Where has she gone? I've got her here, haven't I? Sorry, hold on.
Is it Ensley or?
Sorry.
Yeah, no, hold on.
Are we just gonna start naming off all the paladins until we
No.
find the right one for
Or
Zach?
Soren being my mother.
No. No, I'm trying to find her page.
Not Soren, but we have Chorin.
No. No. Oh, fuck. We have the Halfling family. I've forgotten Grandma Halfling's name. I can't find her name.
Nafi!
Navi!
Navi!
Ah! Because I kept going to Minnow, and I was going the wrong way.
And Meadow, and yeah.
Yeah.
Bull, as soon as put Alos down, is gonna like sweep them all up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Little kid, I remember breaking your neck.
I didn't do it.
Oh no, wait, no, Navi did, yes.
Yeah. You are all, they're all there. You just see all like the younger kids. It's like Bola, and Navi
God.
just comes up as well, and gives you a big hug, and goes, "You're right, Poppet."
Yeah.
It's been a rough old one. You see, they got to my perm set, but thankfully this was all the rage when I was growing up. And you see that she's done her hair up with a sheet, and she sort of like gestures to the sheet.
You look beautiful as ever, Navi.
Well, thank you. And may I say, you're looking mighty fierce like that. Oh, how much changes. You look so different. You never come and visit.
I know. I'm been a little busy lately. Sorry.
So I hear. Well, you better come and take a seat. Oh, I have some of my soup. Hold on.
Oh,
And you see she brings it up and she hands you this little pot. And immediately, like,
this little
she's
pot?
a halfling. Oh, yes, that one there. Immediately, these are halflings. You have no idea where she's getting this from, as you just watch as she starts materializing additional bowls of her soup just to each of you. There's just more and more. It's like, I have no idea where this is coming from.
Mood.
She just, yeah, there's just a lot of like really nice grandma soup.
Grandma's chicken salad.
Everybody, who drinks it?
Oh yeah, me for sure.
I would try to.
Yes.
Can
Wayne...
I aid Alos with drinking it, or?
Yes, you can. You can help Alice drink it, yeah. Would you have some?
Nah.
Nah. And I'm guessing Wayne wouldn't either.
Nope.
Okie dokie, those of you that did get 7 temporary hit points.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, that was the thing that I need to rest for an hour. Never mind, I used all my spell slots.
Yeah.
We haven't long rested in like 4 sessions. It's
Yeah.
Oh, I
insane.
need a short rest. I'm good.
Sleep.
But Bola will also clock her parents and meet eyes with both of them and just kind of give them a look like I'm gonna get to you soon.
What happened to moving all of the stuff over to the Colosseum?
I'm sure it was halted with us, taking down the temple.
Which, by the way, since it's been a week, you missed your fight.
Yeah. I'm sure it can be rearranged.
Yeah, given the shit show that went down.
Well, lots been changing since you've all been away. Tara's out on watch at the moment. She's up on the clock tower. You see that Navi sits down and says, well, it appears after your escapades, they had a list of people Anybody that you ever associated with or were known to associate with you. And they went and rounded them up.
Oh, no.
Along the way, they managed to... Obviously, they came to our house. We're okay. Gwyneth wasn't... They've got Gwyneth and his lot. It's a shame. But most of us, I managed to get us lot out. You know, I've gotten used to these dodgy types.
Fuck, I should have warned her.
Biobra. And as she gestures over and he says, yes, I was very rudely awakened at the academy. I was rudely awakened at home when I went to the academy. I saw that the barracks for my legions were gone. They had rounded up all of the soldiers recruited from Winimere and decided to eliminate them. Here you have...
I'm sorry, they killed them all.
Yes. Here we have some surviving Black Guardsmen who got out in time, and a number of defectors who refused to follow orders. We are the last of the opposition army.
The defectors who refused to follow orders before they put the mind control collars on people.
Correct.
And
you see that one of them,
Revolutionary Party.
one of them does kind of step up and say, it was like saying out of one of those weird ass plays like the bards put on, because we're all in the room, right? And then they start doing all this chanting stuff. They tell us to put on these necklaces, and this guy puts it on, and then his fucking wisp just came out of his body. It went inside the thing. It just... I mean...
Inside the necklace.
Yeah, the necklace. And then the necklace sent a little boomph, and then it all went into this like big circle that was in the top of the halls. It was spooky shit, and I was like, nah.
Which halls?
Oh, sorry. It's down in the crypt, underneath the I've lost the word. Citadel.
So speaking of those, what have I found out in order to dispel these fucking things to deal with it?
This is a short conversation. You're going to find out because it's taking you the time to cast the spells. So while this is happening, you're kind of doing legend lore in the background, which is why I'm going to loop back to it.
Yeah. So the soldiers from Winimere killed what of the regular folk that were taken?
Well, most... hold on, I'll swap back to a different voice. Well, you know, most worked, so this goes back to Barbara. I've done my best to check up on as many people as I can. Seems most of them were left alone. At the moment, the official story was that a fire broke out in the barracks. No one knows that it was on purpose. So, the families, well... It can't hurt them to believe the lie a little longer, so I've left them to it. At least gives them a little bit more comfort than the truth. Most of them appear to be safe. It seems to be they're only going for military targets and anyone with no association to you guys, which is why that's when Princess got caught. They came into the tavern to come and take Tara and the lot. Thankfully, they seem to have kind of missed the mark on that one. They got here late. I was here in time. Fought off two bastards. And, you see he lifts up his prosthetic leg. And as he does, you see that it's gone completely inert and has a large gash down the middle of it where it's been hit by some sort of weapon. I barely made it out. Tara and we kind of fought our way out together.
This is Barbara speaking.
Yeah, Barbara.
Immediately cast mending on the leg.
You see that the leg starts reforming, but again, it's quite severely damaged. So you watch as it just.
And it's not like we can get to a forge either.
No.
Shit.
And also importantly is that you wouldn't be able to restore the magical component either, so you could structurally repair it, but it has kind of had like its arcane underpinning. You would need something to resurrect that.
We're gone for 6 days, and they kill our people.
Look, it's a shit show all round, but
how many got out?
Confirmed. We have 9 in the room from the barracks. I know I can confirm another 10 made it out, and I have anecdotal evidence to suggest maybe as much as 40 or as low as only 20 made it out. That's out of a total of about 140.
So we need allies.
We do, but any allies we can find are probably deep underground at this point, hiding like we are. I don't know how we're going to find them.
Where we need to look.
I have an idea to at least, if we need to travel. And I will cause my armor to look exactly like the Oracle's robes, including a mask to hide a damaged face after a fight with Bulla.
Ooh.
Can even take me as hostage in there.
Exactly.
Do you know when there's moments where I stop because you guys do something that's pretty significant?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you You're not out anywhere in public, are you?
No, we're in the basement
right now.
Okay.
But
no, there is nothing I can do.
If we were in public.
Yeah, there is nothing I can give you here. It's okay. Don't worry, we're gonna have to move on. Sorry, I cannot think. No, okay.
I won't throw another curveball then, Zach.
Yeah, please don't throw another curveball because that's a curveball.
I have 2 curveball ideas, so.
Oh fuck it! No, do it! Wreck me!
All
Fucking
right.
wreck me, Rob.
I'm gonna go to Bulla and her family and ask them, what are half-orc traditions? As in, who do they follow?
We'll just kind of look at her mom.
Yeah, she looks up and says, tradition. And I mean, like, the old... I mean, they're the old war chiefs. I mean, some of us talk about our, like, roots. Like, you know, I know that I'm part of a couple of different tribes by lineage, but hasn't really been like that for a couple of 100 years. I mean, most people do listen to it, so I suppose besting a chief in combat, if you want to go by, like, the old rules, but even then, that's more just kind of, like, kudos.
I have a dumb idea, if you're down for a Bulla.
What's the dumb idea?
Remember the village near the ship that was ran by half-orcs? The ones that didn't trust the rest of us, but they trusted you. Potential allies, if circumstance go the right way.
I can see Bulla's face lighting up.
her face just, like, kind of remembers the half-orc that she met, Enya. I believe that's his name. And just remember, like,
wait,
he
what
was
did you
like
say?
wasn't his name Enya? It was something like that. It's in my notes. It's just my notes are in a moving box.
Yeah,
right
close enough, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Anya. It's something like that.
Notes.
It's something like that. But she'll
Anya.
Anya.
Yeah, Anya.
Not the singer.
Not the singer. No.
Who can say?
Think Spy Family.
Anya.
Yeah.
Anya.
Anya.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we're just singing and like her and Sarlai's kind of a rap battle or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
But Bola just kind of remembers that he's like one of the most respected like war chiefs or generals or whatever they have over there, and like he liked her. Who knows how far that is? He did like her a lot. And then she just goes, "Yeah."
It's an idea.
Oh, there's another idea, but I don't know how viable it is.
Oh, Brett.
No.
No,
The bullet just
no.
looks at
Let's
you.
not do that again.
No. You were all talking about fixing me, bringing me back. Well, when I come back, I would be a very... I mean, I don't know how much of this I would keep, but because it came from Asana, I imagine it would go with her, so I would go back to being me. But in the meantime, I would gain access to my abilities to speak to the other gangs that have gone into hiding.
Right. The brothers, the twins.
The
lost their match.
twins who owe you. Then there's also the people who you skipped out on your fight with. And honestly, I think if this ship was going down over the course of a week, they would understand that you didn't show up.
I mean, sound line of reasoning. It's a noble family, so, you know, they're going to be busy at the moment.
Family probably would have been scot-free anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There is one other possibility.
The third.
Do you remember which family it was, Biobra says?
The Kraken.
They're called the Krakens in the underground, but...
Oh, yes, Lady Cynthia. Well...
They all wanted to fight me, apparently.
Well, it appears that they are quite good friends with Brother Rohin, because they've been elevated.
Lovely.
Lady Cynthia,
That makes sense.
Kraken, is now one of his viceroys.
So, I have an excuse to kill her now.
Think vice president or deputy prime minister.
Well, 2 ideas. One, and I'll pull out the rod of leadership that I stole. We get that to the princess, at least from a political standing. 2, Bella, what did you learn in that portal?
She'll just look around. She really thinks hard, and she's just like, I don't know how any of this is going to help right now.
The more we know, the more possibility there is.
There is some information that I shouldn't say, specifically because there's someone that could overhear it at the moment.
His basement.
Yes. But...
Inside check.
Yeah, roll an insight.
I assume me and Bulla are probably both
Yeah,
for this.
you two are probably clued in, but yeah, definitely an insight check for
14.
Salva.
14. You can see that when she says someone, about a half second later, she'll take a look at you and then look away. I mean, at Wayne.
Yeah, you get the impression... do you know what, actually... Salvar's clever enough to sort of put the dots together about the fact that Asana does have access to Wayne's memories and sight and hearing. What she knows, he knows, and what he knows, she knows.
But what I can say is that Asana, I believe, I'm not quite sure, but released something quite evil onto this world.
Immediately at that point, I need a disadvantage wisdom saving throw from Wayne.
God damn it.
I'd like to say, by the way, I would, once it was talked about not being able to hear, I would be facing Bulla, not with my face would be away from Wayne, just in case.
19.
Oh, disadvantage?
Yeah, I rolled a 14.
Okay.
Nice.
You get this, it feels like you're going to vomit, as you're like, as you can just feel Asana just like pushing forward trying to speak.
And kind of.
To go into the other room. If you're going to continue to.
I'm not. But now you understand.
There's your rat of an organizer. What was his name?
He was just called. I literally don't have my notes in front of me.
The teller.
Fucking sucks. I know. I usually have my notes in front of me. They're still in a moving box. I'm sorry. Yes, it's the teller.
What?
The teller.
Barbara, what happened to the teller?
He probably didn't get caught up in it. He's pretty smart.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you think happened to the teller? He paid a bribe, scarpered off, and is now slinking his way through every favour he can in town.
Honestly, he'd probably be really happy to see me.
Barbara, you met the teller.
I did.
No, not sorry. Asana going through my head, lots of memories. Selvar.
Yes.
You've met the teller. You met them at the fight. You've seen them and you've spoken to them at the fight.
No, I haven't.
You did see because you.
Yeah, Salva, you were at the fight.
Magic.
I was at the fight, but I never spoke to them.
You don't need to. You just need to know who they are.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
You would, because I remember describing it to you that you saw the
you
weird
did.
guy.
Yeah, because I decided to
hit him.
intervene magically. Yes.
Yeah, you and me were both dispelling magic and stuff.
And you sending him.
I can.
Get him here. Because ultimately, he's nothing more than a very shrewd businessman. And the stakes just changed. Not for Bulla, she can ask for the same thing. But that also means that when it comes to Lady Kraken, if she beats Bulla and us in whatever fight to the death we need to have, she can be the one who personally presents Bulla and the rest of us. It would cause the same effect that we wanted the first time. We would get control of everything that they possibly have on our side if we win. Because we have to win.
This is also an individual who can also stick a knife in our back.
He can try. You can heal a knife wound.
Honestly,
And I can take a knife wound. So can Bulla. So can Alos when they're not being racked by magic soul sucking.
we're still talking about the teller, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Bola will just kind of look around and go, he's not gonna stab anyone when I'm around.
If he tries, he won't get the chance to do it twice.
You want what?
I want two things. Just because there are a lot of people here I value, yourself included. I wish to see with my eyes before I speak with my voice. I need to know where the people are that we care about. One of those is Merrick. I need a mirror or an orb or a font of holy water.
Well,
a mirror is quite easy to come by. Sorry, excuse me. And you see this incredibly dweeby little guy who none of you immediately recognize.
Worth 1,000 gold.
And who comes over and goes, "Oh yes, hi guys. Sorry, the mirror you used earlier. I've just brought it down for you. It was down here. You know, we brought all the valuables down, and I know you used it. You know, last week. I don't know if you can use it again."
Just put my hand on the shoulder, like very intimidatingly. Thank you.
Okay. Well, it's nice seeing you again. Here you go. And just pops it down.
So, out of character, I just basically saying I would like to see what these people are doing before I message them. If I message someone and they got people around them like we don't like, because bear in mind I can see around them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're scrying then messaging.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. What's your first scry?
Well, I'm not going to scry right off the bat because obviously it's just like, I just want to get other things out of the way first. But I mean, obviously, I will say who I'm going to scry first. I will probably scry the teller first.
Okay.
And then what have I... Oh, I've got 2 scries. So one is the teller and one will be Merrick. So that is both my 5th level spell slots gone.
Cool. Do you want to do that now, or should we loop back to that?
I will loop back to it, but one thing I want to know about first, I mean, Zach, as a DM, is the rules for the armor ready yet, or if not, we'll wait till next time?
The rules for the armor that's been made for you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they have. So, you are ready to receive?
Yes.
So, do you want to sort of like ask for it then? Is that what you're
yes,
sort
please.
of like, yeah.
Yes.
So, he's there, like, okay, so well, you've got that, and actually, I can do this for all of you.
Oh.
Because Biobra says, one very last thing. I do have something that could be helpful.
Yes, I'm going to be Power Rangers.
Bola, do you remember the project that I showed you?
Yeah.
Well, I keep switching between voices for him. I always forget.
It's okay.
Well, they're ready. That's the good news. The bad news is they are actually still, like, about 3/4 mile that way. They're safe. And they're ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
They're just at...
We just got to go get them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But mine's here.
Yes. Because that's where he goes, something that could be helpful for that. And you see that you watch as he takes his weapon. You watch him take the, I was trying to, I'm too drunk. I can't fucking remember a thing. Oh dear. Sorry, I've been day drinking since 11 this morning.
Good boy. Good boy.
Yeah. Oh, brain. Re-engage.
Sorry, did that do something to you?
Part of the sword?
It didn't, because I didn't have a moment to process it. Now I have had a moment.
Boy.
oh no, that's just...
Anyway,
bad touch.
We have 25 minutes left.
Guys, we got like 20 minutes left.
20 minutes. So what weapon is it that he has that's the leadership weapon?
There's a mace.
Mace!
Yeah, it's a mace.
As it lengthens out. And you watch as what previously looked like a fucking table glimmers away, and you just watch as a hunched over chunk of armor stands itself to attention, go like this.
Nice.
You see that the armor, when deactivated, actually stands in its own form. It wraps and closes up. And in this wrapped, closed up thing, have you seen the first 4 movie?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
But like dragon shaped sort of thing with.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dragon shaped it is, and you also recognize as well that he's put draconic runes up and down the arms to empower it, and that its magic is based from them. And you realise as well that and you have no idea how this, but you have a draconic mark of the Wanderer on the front of the chest, which is what allows, and you know this, that the mark of the Wanderer not only allows you the ability to cast invisibility, but it negates the disadvantage that this armor would have imposed on stealth. And it grants you proficiency. If you're already proficient, it grants you expertise in stealth.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
cool.
That's
cool.
awesome.
Okay, I just want to point out both Salva and me are hard right now. So
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking.
What?
yeah. The last part of the armor, and I need to find the spell part. The spell. So
We'll deal with
stat
the
part.
after. Do you want to deal with the
No.
after? Oh, okay.
Because it is relevant, including
Okay.
to the audience. When it is in this form, it is able to fight autonomously as a sentry. You cannot order it to do more than one action on a turn, so it's either moving or attacking. So you can't sort of go move and attack like like regular people can. And it doesn't really know. It doesn't. It's a very dumb AI.
Can't follow complex instructions.
No.
Okay.
So if you tell it to just smash everything, it will smash everything. If you tell it to kill people, it will kill anybody that comes near it. You kind of have to... It's one of those ones where you have to keep them simple, to the point, and precise.
So it's like Captain America talking to the Hulk. Okay, down.
Yes. Yeah.
Down.
Basically.
Fucking down.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what have I found out about this necklace during this time?
You... I'm going to change the music a little bit because that one's too relaxing. As you hear a voice. Ah, yes! The Legend Lore spell!
I feel like the identify spell has that thing, but then after that it's like the yes, the legend lore spell.
Some Alucard vibes there.
You guys just see Sara like she's got her hands, her eyes closed the entire time she's doing, and she's like muttering everything under her breath, and then she just makes the face like, oh.
I really want people one day to find out the backstory of the voice for all of this. Like,
I'm sure we'll find
the
out.
Temptation. Like, I've done so many campaigns, even offline, nobody has got round to the backstory, and I'm tempted to just do a one-shot, just so I can tell people, because I love it.
Please.
But anyway, so... it goes, yes, Legend Lore spell. What we have here is an arcane soul transference device. This allows the transference of energies of the soul, celestial, infernal, or undead. Through the use of such emblems, you are able to transfer dimensional energy from one necklace to another. These are controlled by a central node, controlled by a powerful mage. Such mage must be of... Why can't I do the word? They're going to be super strong. Sorry, I'm giving up with that bit because my mouth doesn't want to say it.
You're fine.
Yeah, and it then rounds off by saying... The particular necklace that is in possession here appears to have been corrupted by an arcane disease known as the consumption. For what reason and method, it is not currently understood. This has also been... This item has also been modified recently. More recently than I, as the Legend Lore spell, can tell you. This has been another fantastic use of the Legend Lore spell.
Wait, because I was specifically doing this to find out how to just destroy it, to, like, release the souls.
So... under Legend Lore, I'm gonna say no, but I will take the Arcana check for you, basically to, like, figure it out for yourself kind of thing here of how to destroy it.
Well, that's why I did it. I used Legend Lore on top of the Arcana check because of that, because I knew...
That's what you get from Legend Lore. And you got a pretty good number, didn't you, for...
I got a nat 20.
Yeah, you got a natural 20. You realise that this is soul fuckery. Souls do not like being outside of bodies. They are a highly volatile energy outside of a person, outside of their seat. And an unseated soul is explosive. It doesn't take a lot. They're very hard to control anyway, so anything that can funnel and channel it is kind of necessarily fragile. Only because you...
And unstable.
And unstable. Simply because it's already hard to conceive of something that could hold it. So there is virtually no material that would be able to hold it that wasn't fragile, because you would be stretching anything to its limit.
Okay, so would destroying the necklace get the soul back, or is their soul already transferred and we would be fucking up by destroying the necklaces.
Kind of hard to tell on this one. Like, some of the descriptions, and especially from before, it kind of sounds like their souls are fully being taken. Although, considering how intelligent these, like, troopers are, even after the connection's made, there has still got to be something left. Whether it's just a connection from a central point, or whether there's the soul is split, you couldn't really tell that. There is some level of connection, so you do get a vibe of, it might kill that person, it might save their soul. It's a bit hard to tell, but there is a connection left. Last bit I will give you that's kind of useful to this, or when you're trying to think of how to destroy him. You also realise as well that anything like this, where it's connecting to that central node, that central node has got more energy in it. It is more energy dense than anything on this plane, right? This has got to be like the most and that thing gives off power. Like, you can feel...
Like, we could feel it if we tapped into the weave kind of power.
Yeah, as in... tell you what, think of it as in gravitational waves. It's the same thing. Mm-hmm. It would create a gravity well within the weave. There would be, like... It's remember with the undeath, where you could just smell it around? This kind of thing is powerful enough that even at some distance, this thing would be burning bright in the weave. So you get the impression...
and it would probably kind of in the same way, like, instead of undeath, it would smell almost like iron. You know how, like, during a storm, there's that very specific ionized air smell?
Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to describe it. Yeah, is that it's... Because it's not any particular... The souls aren't inherently divine or fey or anything. It's kind of the absence... Do you know the people who have no accent?
Yes.
They've travelled around a lot, and their accent is too neutral that you can't give or ascribe them an accent. Same thing. Yeah, Vic. Like that. It's that thing where you travel around a lot, and you just generally go is like, I mean, I know they're speaking, but like, they just kind of speak normally? Like, you can't quite give them an accent in your mind. It's like that. It is a strong thing that is... Dew. In the morning, you know, morning dew you get on grass. You know that lovely dewy smell, clears everything out the air? It's like that. Just more pungent.
Okay, so while doing this, am I feeling this? Like, where, like, kind of a general sense of direction from where this is coming?
You close your eyes and feel. And you can't. The weave isn't right. Like, you can pick up, to use the smell metaphor, you can pick up the scent of this kind of energy. You reckon it's probably from the number of these twats with necklaces, but you don't think it's close. The actual point where their souls are going, it can't be close, because you can't pick up on anything even remotely like that. I saw Alos first, so we're going to go to Alos.
That's why I got two fingers up.
Yeah.
Question. Legend lore and I don't know everything. The voice that speaks, can everyone around hear that? No, just the one person?
No.
It's a voice in the head.
Legend lore is on self.
Cool. Yeah,
then that clears what I need then, so Rob.
Well, I'm just gonna, provided we have enough time, obviously, I mean, I could always leave it till next session.
We will do the scry today.
Okay, I will just do the scry. I'm still like, at the armor, but I will scry on...
Who first?
Merrick second.
Okay. You scry onto the teller, and you cut to a busy, bustling tavern, the back doors of one. You can hear music and merriment, and you see that he's running a gambling table, and he is scamming the shit out of all these people on a blackjack table, basically. As he sort of smells, you realise that they're in a back room, and you can see that he's got a bunch of these like big hulking guards in there. You realise he's gotten himself basically some muscle to try and hide him in this back room of a tavern. You recognise it because it's the tavern up on the Goblin Market.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the one you went to before.
I remember this one.
And you can only really see like the room he's in, but you can tell which one it is. A, by the very dodgy music that's being played, and B, by the fact that you remember, like when they opened the door, you get a peek out, and you notice a bunch of the bar staff that you've hung out with before, and you're like, I remember them. They said they worked up there. You're like, oh yeah, that's would be where it is. And you're like, oh yeah, Goblin Market, yeah. That, and also it looks very fancy in the main part of the area. And you realise that basically he's in here with a bunch of very drunk, wealthy idiots as he scams them for all they're worth.
Okay, so is he comfortable right now, or is he like...
Yeah, he looks alright. Like, you look at him, you see his clothes look quite old. He looks pristine normally. And he's looking fine by most people's standards, but basically homeless by his own standards.
So he's faking it then. It's sort of like, I could sense like a Kong going on, like he's hiding cards or something like that.
Yeah, he's definitely scamming them. Yeah, he's absolutely...
Are they playing cards right now, right?
Yeah, they are.
Okay. I want to point out, is he, by chance, how many people have got their cards up at the moment?
4.
Okay. Do I see the most powerful? I just thinking out of the box here. Who's the most confident amongst them?
Insight. I want to see some bullshit happen.
Good at this shit. I am fucking good at this shit. That is a 18. 10 plus 8.
Nice. So... you see in the centre of it, you recognise a magistrate who definitely looks, quite full of himself. Who is sat, right in the middle. And has lost quite a lot of his money by the look of things. He's still doing much better than the others for money, but he looks like he's lost a lot of money. And
okay.
Looks angry.
But what do I see his cards?
You see that he has 2 jacks currently.
Okay. That is all I wish to know.
Okay.
Come out of it.
Doof.
Immediately cast it. Wait, before I do is this. Are you recognized by any name amongst this person?
Like who, the teller?
Name? Yeah, are you got a champion's name or?
No. My name is Bulla.
Okay. And
Hear
the guy
me roar.
Okay, the guy's name.
Look out! Here comes Bulla.
Where do we
right,
want
I
them
guess I could take on Oracle Killer at this point.
Yeah,
also,
I
I only have 10 minutes left.
I would say Bulla,
Only
just
10
be
minutes left.
safe. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Where do we want him to come here?
Okay, here's the thing. Bulla needs to know if her arena is still okay, because then we can move people over there.
We need a meeting first. So I had 25 letters, 25 words.
Meeting place. It can't be her apartment. They know where it is. We might be able to meet at the Twin Brothers ring.
Twin Brothers ring? Maybe? Or...
Maybe. I mean, I won there. I'm technically... I don't own it, but the brothers know me.
The only issue with that is you would need to quietly get across town.
Yeah.
That is that's a couple of neighborhoods over.
I don't want him to know about this place. I don't trust him like that.
Nah, neither do I. So
yeah.
if we can find a good...
If you want to meet him somewhere, you kind of to give you an idea, the only safest options you have would be pretty in this district. So you'd want to any places that are around this area that you could meet them at.
Is there we can't go to the forge. They're going to expect me to be there. And
well, to give you an idea, there's there's one other tavern in town that may still be open. There's the statues with the little fountain at the front at the entrance. And you know that there's a couple of magic shops. You've never gone into the magic shops. I put 2 of them here for you. But yeah,
I've been to one of them.
Oh no, you've been to one. Yeah, you have been to one of them. And you know that there's the markets as well, the public markets. All of which are kind of areas where you could incognito kind of move around without having to travel.
Is there like a little cafe in one of the markets that you could just kind of like?
Oh yeah,
chill?
like there's a number of like various food vendors who'll have like seats dotted around. There's benches all up and down the main street.
Amazing. Let's do that.
Okay, so the food market.
Yeah.
Okay, time.
Let's do. I mean, what time of day is it right now?
About midday.
Let's do tonight.
Are we still in the room with Bilebra?
Yeah.
When do the guards change shifts?
Oh, yeah, dusk and dawn, mate.
So dawn.
Dawn.
Cool.
But then less people will be there. We need kind of a little bit more people being around. So maybe dusk tonight, because there might be people around during that time. Maybe.
Oh yeah, no, it's the markets. It would go into the evening. Yeah, so yeah, at twilight it would be busy. Yeah.
So the markets at dusk. Meet Buller, right?
Yep.
Okay. I will then cast sending, and I will say to this gentleman, meet Buller at the markets at dusk. A sign of trust. The minister has 2 jacks. Come alone.
Beautiful.
There's a bit of a pause. For a moment, you're worried that maybe it didn't go through, and then you hear, "Darling, I appreciate the help muchly. Nothing could kill my best warrior, the Buller!"
This is a mental sending, and he went, "The Buller!"
He's sort of like freaking out. He's sort of
yeah. He's again. The intonation comes over.
The idea that
so
Salvar
you're hearing
sends this message out like, and then in the end, we're all watching Salvar receive this. He's like,
it's just compulsive.
Yeah.
He just starts like whacking his head like, God damn.
Shut up.
I feel ooze in my ear. It's just...
Yeah. Okay, hold on. So, see you, darling, soon. There you go, and then he ends it there.
And I'm gonna convey this and say, "It's done."
I love that you just give no offer. Salva's just like, I am not repeating that shit. Fuck that.
Do I still technically have my eyes closed, like making faces during all of this, or do I?
Oh no, you see it. You get to see this bit. You're back around for this bit. So yeah, you get to just watch as Salva's just like, oh fuck's sake.
While he's doing that, like Starlight's like gently like swipes her hand down his arm and holds his hands. Like interlaces her fingers and squeezes.
Bola just says thank you.
Yeah.
I know he's not very pleasant.
I feel like he mentally pushed dick in my ear.
I mean, he's
I
pretty...
don't want to do that again.
I mean, he's pretty rambunctious, but I didn't think he was rapey.
Yeah.
Bad vibes.
Bad vibe.
Yeah.
All right. So
next up, you want to scry onto Merrick.
Yes. Takes 10 minutes. It takes another 10 minutes, but that is my last 5th level spell. So I am out of 6th and 5th level spells.
We'll take a long rest. It'll be okay.
And crush that.
Is this it? You cut in to watching a guy that is bent and hunched all the way over, daggers in hand, drawn each side, walking along a wall, walking along the base of a wall. You see him get to a rope, And as he tugs the rope, you watch as a rung drops down the wall, which he puts his foot on, pulls again. You see that he looks around, looks at and looks over at a young girl, and you recognise Ainsley. You see Merrick takes down the mask as you see his face revealed, looks at Ainsley and says, "Right, this is going to be interesting."
Doing good.
Right. We don't have a lot of options here. Take the south side. I'm gonna go down here, try and grab old princess, get her back up here, we go out. And then you watch as a guy comes over and goes, "Hey! Don't move!" To which you just watch as Merrick, without missing a beat, doesn't even look, just flings the dagger. The guy falls off the other side of the wall and the dagger flies back into his hand.
Daddy!
As he says, "Try not to get caught, and if you make a mess, clean up." And then turns around and you watch as he starts to descend a staircase. Importantly here, I now need a perception check from you to be able to identify some landmarks as to where he is.
Yes, Merrick already working on getting the princess back.
Okay, so that is a 12 plus 4, so that's a 16.
Nice. On a 16, you realise that where he is in the internal wall of the citadel, where he's climbing down. He's going down the staircase of the right on the wall that defends the citadel, the inner keep. And you realise that he is going. He's actually going to the holding cells where Wayne previously found her.
Okay, so they are. So Ainsley's been captured. Well, been released now. How well does Merrick look right now?
Merrick looks A-okay, actually. Merrick,
Okay.
like, you can tell that you can hear the wheeze as he's talking.
Mhm.
So he's not exactly. He is fighting one hell of an asthma attack right now, but he's doing it. He's giving it a good college try.
Okay, so America's now Australian. Okay.
Oh my god, was my impression that bad?
Yeah, it was
No.
like Australian
I
Batman.
think it
I
was
loved.
good.
I was a mood. I loved it. So
That was good.
I thought it was good.
Oh dear.
You sort of like as soon as you Starval sees this when he's concentrating the rest, you just see like a sort of grin on his face.
I was Merrick, but from Wish.
But yeah. So like I'm confident right now. So
Good.
okay.
That is going to be the note that we end today's session on. I have had great fun today. This has
Same.
been
You
a
should
really
get drunk more
cool
often.
session. I know! These sessions just flow so much easier when I'm drunk. It's weird. You got to do this more often, more drunk D&D. Here's to it.
You know
Be
the
fair.
vibe now.
I do.
If you have if you're not on as many painkillers, you could be drunk.
Oh, yeah, no.
All good.
I'm on the painkillers and the drink. I'm just winging
extra.
it. I'm just winging it. All right, then. Lots of love to
Your
everybody
poor
at
liver.
home. You're all beautiful bitches. I love you all dearly. We'll see you soon.
Have a good one.
Bye!
Bye-bye.